Alright, so we can try this again.
You know, it's supposed to give you the time to get back to the chair, right?
But since my phone is dead, I don't have the remote.
Okay, guys, we're gonna try this one more time.
For the second verse time.
I thought it was the third first time.
Oh man, I lost count.
Wait, you can count?
I don't know.
Jesus fucking Christ.
God, I hope not. It'd be incest.
I know.
Oh me.
Oh me.
So what's up, guys?
So humble.
Right?
I'm hilarious.
Right.
So, is the video working for you guys now? Any better? Because I'm still stuck on the thank you for joining us. We'll just get stuff ready and be on.
Honestly, I think part of it's just your phone. See?
There it goes.
Only because hers did it first.
But
It's still a 22-second lag.
we're not even moving at all.
That's because we sit so still.
I can hear y'all.
It's almost like
Mortimer says he can hear us, but you can't see us.
it's a start.
Have we started?
A little better.
I'm not gonna dignify that with an answer.
I'm not gonna argue with you. You're gonna be right.
Yeah, they're saying it's a bit choppy still. So
Okay, so we'll work on that. Just deal with it, or deal with us, I guess. I said that and I was like, wow, you sound like an asshole.
Right? That was a bit rude.
I am recording video on the back side of it, so that always records well. I have no idea why. But yeah, we're doing more stuff in the studio / office / game room. Kind of feel like a ninja doing that. Just like, yeah. No, like I'm the only one with jokes today. You just like, what's up?
No, I mean,
I'm
good jokes. Good.
I had jokes at the beginning and then I got told no. So
Well, there was that circle jerk joke.
Yeah. Moving on.
See, you skipped right over his jokes.
Because like
mine goes
like
from 0 to
we're
100.
like we're already marked as explicit. Like I don't need a letter coming from the lawyers. Like be like, hey, y'all need to fucking cut your shit.
We have lawyers.
Oh no, definitely not us. Somebody else's lawyers.
Twitch's lawyers. Is it because you're streaming both Twitch and YouTube? We took down the YouTube
Yeah,
one, I believe.
we stopped the multi-stream. So right now it's just going to Twitch. It has been probably about 2 weeks.
Video capture is so much better now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even choppy anymore. It quit being.
Okay. Yeah, if it does that, I haven't reset our Ethernet equipment in about 2 weeks, give or take.
Yeah.
So I know that there's a bunch of backed up data on that, plus just everything else that we're doing. So just bear with us, guys.
We're working on it.
So, welcome to Zakat Gaming.
Yes. Iron Business 01.
Mr. Blue, no damn me.
Macaulay.
Chaotic Bash.
What?
Always, right? There's always like that little.
He's like that creepy little kid. He's just like, hi.
Hey, I was the one that suggested the circle jerk and no one did that one, so.
Vinny, that was
You're a little too insistent on that.
that was him opening the monster can.
Wait, what?
Vinny goes, bless you to whoever sneezed.
Oh. Thank you.
Send this shit.
Right? Yeah, send me monsters. I will drink a fuck ton of it.
That's how you kill him quicker, though, so let's not do that.
Oh, I doubt it. Shit, at one point I was drinking, what, like 4 or 5 of these a day? For like
Probably, yeah.
2 or 3 months?
I think at some point even you realize like I should
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, after like 4 months, like I could feel the heartbeat through like my toes, and I was like,
So I know the chat's
that's
behind, but
probably a bad thing.
I noticed that the chat's not popping up in the chat bubble up there. Next to the video like it usually
Son of a motherless whore!
You forgot
That's
that.
right,
Fuck
we
it.
need a definition of-
We'll deal with it next time.
You
We
forgot.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
You could also fix it real quick.
You
We'll talk amongst ourselves.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
We can handle this very well while you're over there.
I don't trust you for shit.
Yeah, no, I'm all human handling and circle jerks. Come on.
Yeah.
Sounds a little low. Sound is a little low, according to Mortimer.
Okay. So up the sound.
We need a producer.
Yeah.
So badly.
Now the chat box is on.
It's just not doing its job. Razor's laughing.
That might be a problem with the coding. So I'll have to figure out later.
Yeah, that's not gonna be one of those quick fixies.
No,
We have enough shit we're worrying about besides a little chat
Yeah.
box going
the
on.
volume.
Yeah, I went ahead and upped the volume.
And for the most part, we're reading the chat anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean, if we choose
It's
to
just
ignore
if
you
somebody's
here-
watching this on YouTube later, it's gonna be a secret.
and if we choose not to read your comment, that means it wasn't important.
Dick move!
I know. I'm like, there's like 4 people watching this.
Vinny,
Dude,
Vinny
fuck.
said, "Don't give Bash a reason to use his hand."
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
This guy gets it.
Jesus. He's that kind of guy that like if you meet in a crowd, like you don't pay attention to him, you pay attention to his hands.
That's not what you said earlier.
He said you might have to relayer the overlay.
Wait, what?
He said you might have to relayer the overlay.
Well, I've got the chat box I actually have at the top of the overlay. But I think that what happened was whenever I was doing the coding for the multi-stream, I think that it changed the coding line for that. So I need to go back and just fix that. But yeah, I'll have that fixed by the show that we do on Thursday.
Yeah.
So
We got a lot of work we're doing tomorrow, so
yeah.
we'll get everything done. You guys will get to see the new gaming area. We'll still be streaming from it Thursday. And
Yeah.
then by next Tuesday, we're hoping to have our official booth done.
Yeah.
Weather permitting, because it's been snowing and icing again all day.
Yeah, for some fucking odd reason.
It just started snowing and icing for no
Yeah,
reason.
so keep in mind, if you've ever been to El Paso, it's hot as fuck. All the time. Until this jack-off moves in. I like her, so I'm not going to call you a jack-off. But this jack-off moves here, and it snowed at least, what, 3 times?
Twice, at least. Like, real snow, twice.
Okay,
But it's
twice.
been like sleeting and shit.
Twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I've been here 5 years, and I barely get once a year.
if that.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to snow again later tonight.
You shut your whore
It
mouth.
is. There's a 60% chance of snow later tonight at 4 in the morning, and then it's supposed to go up to 75 tomorrow afternoon.
What the
For
It's
fuck?
El Paso.
For those who don't live in Texas, this is how it goes. You move to Texas, one day it's 95, the second day it's 30. The next day it's 52. The day after that it's raining with a chance of snow. Later on in the afternoon it's 95. At 6 o'clock it's...
I see you've been watching our meteorologist.
No, I think we brought this up before though. Like, El Paso is one of those like few cities that has every season in one fucking day.
Yeah. I think that's just Texas in general.
Hey, so
Yeah.
where are we putting Ozzy?
Oh,
Is
true.
he just sitting out at the...
Aww.
Yeah, Ozzy's just kicking it for this one. He didn't help with the TV, so he's in a
Why
timeout
don't you
today.
put it all the way over there?
To make
Because
you
you
get
always
up.
make me get your shit.
I'm sorry,
You get up
I
and
can't
get
reach.
mine.
It's out of reach.
Feel free to
Hey,
hit him.
little T-Rex arms.
Matthew McConaughey arms.
There's your drink. Benny asked Streamlabs.
Yeah, we're using Streamlabs OBS.
Snow is once every 5 to 10 year occurrence.
Not here.
Mm-mm.
Not here.
Wait, Benny, if I remember correctly, you said you live in Fort Worth. You guys have been getting snow for the last like 2 weeks. On and off.
For Texas.
For Texas, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. But I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, weather here recently has been just fucking weird.
Yeah, it's been stupid. That's why everybody got sick.
It's
Yeah.
because that wall's
But
been
I
built.
want to say fucking
He nailed it.
patient X over here.
Right? She moves here,
Got
she instantly...
everybody else in
Right,
the
she
house
instantly
sick.
gets everybody in the house sick, and then it snows twice. The first time she's hanging out the fucking window like a goddamn Disney princess fixing to sing a song.
And then she gets sick right after.
Yeah.
I love his bio.
Whose bio?
I never gonna experience snowfall at where I live.
Where do you live? Wait, who are we talking about?
That's Razor's comment. I never gonna experience snowfall. And Mortimer asked, I love his bio, and then Benny said, at Mortimer Smith, whose bio? Guys, we don't have a screen this time to see the comments, so we do have to look at our phones.
Yeah, well, they're looking at their phones.
We're in the process of putting up the TVs
Yeah,
again.
yeah, so we had this room okay, and then we got more hardware and changed some, and now we have even more hardware, so now we're changing it big time. But the last one that we're doing, Mortimer, I know that you feel the same way. For everybody else, we started the show in November of 2018. Shortly thereafter, Mortimer Smith came on the show, and he's been with us since. Our moderator, Xavier, was one of the original hosts, and he's still fucking killing it. We're almost at 7,000 followers on our Facebook page.
The mascot, Mortimer said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And this year, like, it's a really big goal for us to, you know, with streaming and everything, to give that push to actually really try to get us to grow. So we are trying to get better hardware. We're using better software. We have better equipment. And we just want to keep improving to create a better just experience for everybody.
And that's why we really like the interaction with you guys. Like it's helpful for us because it keeps us talking about whatever you guys want to talk about, which is great. And, you know, hopefully, like, word of mouth, like, talk to your friends, tell them about us. Everybody's welcome to join.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all your comments are going to get read.
Yeah. They might not all be said out loud.
Razor said, I live in
Calcutta.
Kolkata, India.
Yeah.
No snow here.
Oh, that Razor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you ain't seen snow ever, homeboy. Come to Texas. We'll fuck you up.
Yeah, because when you think about snow, automatically you think Texas.
Nope.
Here recently, apparently.
I think snow. I'm
God's
going to
just like, you
Washington.
know what? They've been really warm recently. Let's fuck them up.
Fucking global warming, man.
Vinny said, I can't help that I'm so awesome. You're welcome.
True story. We were there for it. By the way, Vinny, we have an MRE for you.
We do. We actually got a whole box of them again.
Yeah. So you need to send us your address on like a DM or something
Wait,
to
do
one
you
of us.
still have more MREs?
You're fucking right. I hid those sons of bitches.
From yourself?
No,
From my
not.
son.
I think we need to get one of those out.
Did you ever
He
eat
ran
the
away
pudding?
with those like a hobo after a ham sandwich.
And then he
But-
wonders why he can't get out of the bathroom.
Oh, that
Right?
would be fun. Do another one during our
That's what I'm saying.
We'll do that Thursday.
No, we do that right now.
We need to put a table
With what
up.
space?
How much space do you need for
throw-
an MRE?
Just throw everything over here.
You act
Like
like
you
you're
did last
fucking
time.
pitching a tent. It's a bag.
He's not pinching it.
But no, Vinny, we do actually have a goodie bag that we're putting together for you. Not only for being one of our first viewers on Twitch.
But we're one of our most active.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Vinny, quick question. So the Destiny 2 servers apparently went down because people lost most of their items and currency. Can you fill me in on what exactly happened here? Because the news article is the right side of useless.
That sounds about right.
Vinny said, right fucking now.
I think he was talking about the MRE.
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably wants us to
I think
do
we just
another
want.
MRE.
I think everybody just
Guys.
wants to put John on the spot again.
I know we would love to make an MRE, but there's some lovely brisket out there that still needs to be finished.
Yeah, so Mortimer, unfortunately you missed it today. I actually went out and I bought what is it? A 32-pound brisket.
He's gonna roast you forever for this.
Oh, you have no reason to
Oh, I
have
know.
the language.
But at least mine, he, corrects. Yours, he can't correct.
Hey, stupidity is a gift. Alright?
Embrace it.
That's right. Like a warm hug.
Babe, can you lift that handle?
Yeah, you're asking one of the shortest people in the room.
Get up. There you go. There you go.
My drink.
That was making my neck cold.
Well.
We're so glad you guys could be a part of all this.
Right? But anywho.
Oh,
all the technical difficulties in the beginning, and now
right.
we can't close the fucking window.
But like I was saying about in here, we're actually in the process of building like an actual genuine commentator's desk.
And it's gonna go over there.
Yeah, and it'll go over there. Once that's done, then
can you guys all see over there?
No, totally. Just hand to your left.
But you'll see the big black
just lean and go like this.
They'll finally get to see the big black D.
He's back on the big black D.
They'll finally get to see it. I'm just gonna point at the air.
Hey man, whatever helps you sleep at night. But yeah, so all those changes are hopefully coming soon. Assuming the weather will fucking let me work outside. But until then, we're getting everything else ready. So expect a few changes. But at the very least, we are trying to keep our show on track. The streams might be hit or miss right now. There are a lot of network technicalities that we have to work out. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Like the MRE. Dead air. It's nice.
I'm waiting for the MRE.
Sorry, Vinny asked me to do something real quick, so I'm doing it. I'll explain in just a second.
You can't multitask for shit.
Yeah, James Lipton, neither a lip or a tongue.
There it is.
None. Not near one.
There it is.
There what is?
Vinny.
Wait, you're calling him?
Yes, he told me to call him.
What? Nice.
You there?
Yep, we're here.
Oh shit!
There's finally a voice in the comments.
Alright, so what happened to Destiny?
So basically, they every Tuesday with Reset, they added a new hotfix as well. And when they did that, the same thing happened last Tuesday. The hotfix messed up something, and a lot of players lost different currencies and other things like upgrade materials and stuff like that. So Bungie, apart from re-rolling the update so that way everybody still had all their stuff, kept servers offline for roughly about 9 to 10 hours. Pretty much the whole rest of the day, since like wasn't able to get anything done or play anything, which sucks because Tuesdays are like the best days off, especially because it's Reset and I get to do all my weekly chores and whatnot. But for the most part, the same thing happened again this Tuesday, man, and everything was down from around 12 Central Standard Time to like about 8.
Damn,
about
that's
8 hours.
That's a long time.
What did they do?
Yeah.
Change server manager suddenly? Guys.
I don't know. I mean, they, for the most part, just kept the servers down, and they were just working maintenance for like 8 hours.
That's a lot of down. Do you know if they're trying to roll back the new update or?
And are you able to like
that's what they
rename your
did
shit?
was, so they installed the hotfix 2.7.1.1, and then everybody lost everything. Then they re-rolled, and then they put the update back in again, but kind of manually in a different way, so that way nobody would lose all their resources and materials.
Jesus.
Well, thank God for that.
That's a lot of downtime.
That is.
Yeah, it's also something new to happen to Destiny because, other than last week, that's the first time in the 5 years that this game has been out.
Well, yeah, because everybody expected it to have issues whenever they started to roll out the.
Shadowkeep up.
Yeah, like
it did have a little bit of server issues.
Well, that, but like especially when they rolled out the whole free to play, like everybody expected it to have a lot of issues, and it went surprisingly smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was fine.
That's crazy.
I mean, you downloaded
Even whenever they
Shadowkeep
did
the day it came out, and it
content
had
was like still
small
locked with
issue.
everybody. They kept it the same way that I guess like Call of Duty did back in the day. Like if you had certain map packs that like your buddy didn't, you know, like you couldn't play on the same maps.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that
kind of
makes
the same
sense.
way with all this with all the content. Like there's certain strikes and raids and dungeons and stuff that you can't do if you don't have that DLC pack for it or whatever.
Damn, that's wild.
Yep.
Well, that was mainly what I was curious about because I haven't been able to get on today. So, and then I got a notification saying that the servers were down. I was like, oh, well, that explains that problem.
Damn.
It's also weather out there, Vinny.
Doubles right now, man. People are getting sweaty in the 2v2s.
There's so many jokes could go with that.
Oh yeah.
Fire off one.
Well, I mean, 2v2. You know what? I had a really good one. I just lost it. I just fucking lost all of it.
Like he forgot to put the meat in the MRE.
Yeah.
2v2s are like, we refer to those as like a swingers club.
Well, yeah. But there's got to be a better joke out there. I'm just drawing a fucking blank right now.
It'll come to him later.
Yeah. I'll get back to you in about 15 minutes on that one.
Willem Dafoe.
About how long it took us to notice that the meat wasn't cooking.
Right, Macaulay Culkin. There you go.
Macaulay Culkin.
God damn it.
The best Bond ever.
Oh yeah, dude. I really fucking hope they make that into a movie. Holy shit. James Bond gets fired and he just fucking lets himself go and does heroin. It doubles as a Macaulay Culkin like fucking biography.
Yeah.
It's like an Archer, James Bond.
Yeah. No action, just drugs and guns.
I was just trying to get him into rehab.
Right? That's where all the action lies.
It's just 2 hours of his fucking
Him running and hiding.
his intervention.
Right.
Shit.
Everybody thinks it's like a prequel to John Wick when it's him just running away from people trying to help him. You okay over there?
You want to talk about it?
No.
So are you watching the stream while you're on the phone with us?
I don't know. I could probably pull it up. Let me see. Hopefully it doesn't like pull me out of the call.
Well, if it does, we'll still be here.
I mean, yeah, we'll still be right here. We're not going nowhere for 2 hours. Minimum.
Yeah.
It's just a test.
It's just a test.
I could pull up the screen. Watch it now.
The 20-minute test.
That's gonna be really weird though, because you figure if he's talking to us on the phone, there's a 22-second delay. That would fuck me up. It'd be like, I just said that.
Trying to do the math here.
Yeah, it pulled him out of the call, I guess.
Did it?
No, you said that.
No, it still says he's on the call.
Oh, okay. Well, he's back in the chat too, so that's why I was like, oh,
Ah.
I guess it pulled him out.
So you still there, Benny?
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Nice.
Alright. Well, we appreciate the insight to what happened with Destiny.
Yeah, there was similar problems going on with CSR too recently. I guess they rolled out an upgrade for the Android first.
I can get back to the stream.
Alright, thank you, Benny.
Yeah, alright, brother.
They rolled out an update for the Android, and apparently it's fucking everybody up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any problems with it yet, but then again, I deny the update until it forces it on me.
That's
So
true.
I never update anything on my phone until it forces it to update or it won't open anymore.
Well, hell, it's like, what was it, last week on Dauntless? We had some glitchy fucking matches on Dauntless.
Oh, we did.
Like, the hour that I got to stream before it kicked me off, one of the creatures that we're fighting, like, his wings are expanding at certain points, like, 2 to 3 times, like, their normal length.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they're knocking you across the board.
yeah, like, we're getting hit with stuff that's not anywhere close to us. It was fucking weird. The cool part is that since we were streaming, like it caught all of that, like all the glitches and bugs and stuff. So, what is it? Phoenix Labs. I contacted them and sent them like a link to the video. I was like, hey, there was some weird shit going on. Watch this.
Did they respond?
They did actually. Like immediately there was just the auto response. But then like the next day, somebody responded that they were actually looking at the video, and just in like the 6 or 8 minutes that match lasted, like they counted like 23 glitches that weren't supposed to be there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a glitchy.
And that was an update issue, or
We have no idea, because it got to the point where we had to just close out the entire game and play something else for the night, because like you'd be running across town and then it would glitch and you'd be right back in the beginning of town. So
Yep. We had some issues with it.
yeah, crazy stuff.
Crazy. I was playing Dauntless a couple days ago and had the same problem. Textures kept breaking.
Yeah, that's been another big issue. You'll get texture breaks. You'll get mesh mapping, like just go through walls or some shit like that. Like you'll be running through and the enemy will attack you. Next thing you know, you have like one of their appendages through your waist or something like that, and it doesn't look healthy. It doesn't look healthy.
yeah, I think appendages through your
Yeah. My
It's not usually a good sign.
my Dauntless avatars must be very distraught right now.
Vinny says, sounds like y'all have some bad rubber banding.
Very much so, yeah. I didn't want to use the term because there's not a lot of people that know the term.
Not for rubber banding.
Yeah. But yeah. Here recently, surprisingly, when it gets to the point when we're playing between like 3 to 5 our time is normally when we see it the worst. Before that, I mean, we might have a few glitches here and there, but it's not too bad. But between like 3 and 5, it gets really, really bad.
Like those are the peak hours, though, right? Like,
I
there's more
mean,
people on around that time.
I would get, because that's between 3 and 5 in the morning, our time.
Oh,
Vinny, you seem like the type that probably plays either the hammer or the chain blades. Those are my 2 guesses for what type of weapons he plays in Dauntless. He said, what type of weapons do you think I would play?
I'd say the pike.
Any other one? Oh, you guys don't know the
I was
ones.
like,
Yeah.
I don't even play Dauntless.
You need to.
The hammer.
There's a hammer, axe, sword, chain blade, pike, guns, and fists.
What do you think I would use? Like, knowing the way I like play fighting games and
Probably the
shit.
fists, the gauntlets. Just get in there close range and just fuck shit up. Pop, pop, pop. Either that or the sword, because they're both really, really fast paced.
Yeah.
I
you
use
gotta
the
need something
sword.
like that.
Actually, right now I'm using the pike more than the sword, but I still focus mainly to the sword. But right now I'm trying to get my mastery up higher, so I'm going through and completing. Because the sword, I've only got 2 blocks on each thing left before I'm done.
Yeah, so the way that works is each weapon class has its own mastery system. And as you level that up, you get like better perks to your character, you get like better weapon skills, stuff like that. So
Well,
He's
from
a
what I've
giant.
heard about Bash, is of all the betas, he's the master.
absolutely.
He said he uses the giant axe pretty great so far.
Nice. The axe is a really, really good weapon. What is it? Once you unlock Volatile Axe Core, it increases damage, and then there's another one.
Just remember there's a special that lets you throw your
Yeah.
axe, but then you have to go pick
So-
his bitch ass up.
So yeah, and I didn't know that. So normally when you use your
You can't
skill,
just call it back like Thor.
no, you can't. And that's what fucked me up, because your normal skill is you throw it, and it'll swing out, and it'll just sit there for a second, and then you can call it back, or it'll come back by itself. But if you do it sooner, then like you'll jump in the air and slam down with an attack. Well, I unlocked this other attack, and I was like, oh yeah, I got this shit, and I threw it, and it never came back.
He's
So the
sitting there
monster
waiting
moved,
for it.
and it's sitting way on the other side of the fucking map, and I was like, well, fuck me running.
He's just standing there, no weapon.
Yeah. So, and of course, that's the time.
Hold on, guys.
That's the time when the monster looks at me, and I'm like, unarmed. Like, unarmed. Yeah, that match sucked a lot.
There were some rumors going around on Reddit that they're going to put in like a mage system for its own class.
I would love that so much.
So they're still expanding the classes out more, you know. And of course, you got your traditional melee, and then you got your guns, and now they want to throw in some type of wizarding.
Real quick,
Is Dauntless 2 like new? Is it just
Dauntless
came out, or?
It's a little over a year old.
yeah, Dauntless has only been out for about a year and a half.
So is there like a 3 in the works?
No, because Dauntless is one of those things because there's only one Dauntless, and it's completely free to play, free to download. But what makes it special for a lot of people is it's cross-platform. So like you can be playing on the Xbox One, he can be on the PS4, I can be on the PC, and we can all still party together.
So Xbox players can play against PlayStation players?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
get in a party with a bunch of little kids. And then you hear 10-year-olds
Yeah,
talking
if I'm
around.
right, it's Epic that created
Yeah.
both that, because Fortnite was also one of the ones that
Yeah.
went cross-platform.
Well, Epic is the first one that went full cross-platform.
You want to play Drunk Souls? If anyone wants to play Drunk Souls.
No.
Dark Souls, but every time you die,
Nope.
you take a shot? Oh, come on.
Nope. Hell no.
I'll do that if we play Neo. Because I'm a lot better at Neo than I am Dark Souls or Sekiro.
What is this?
So there's a game series called Dark Souls. Even with as many games as I've played, that game pisses me the fuck off.
Hey, Blue, can you put this on charger over there?
I like number 3. Like, 1 was fun. I didn't like 2 very much, but 3 was good.
2, for me, 2 wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't great. But 3 was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed 3 thoroughly. I'd love to sit down with you guys and play some Monster Hunter.
I have
Whoever
no
dies has to take a shot, because, I mean, I'd be sober all night.
We have a charger somewhere.
The long charger you have, buddy.
There's so much freezing there. You can't even hide that shit you're in.
No, but in my defense, it wasn't a bad joke against me.
Vinny, who are you talking to?
Damn
'Cause
right I have the long charger.
I still enjoyed the Dark Souls series. It's just, I died a lot. Bloodborne, I died a lot. Neo, I don't die very often. And Sekiro, I'm kind of half-half. Because Sekiro is more of that block and parry system than it is just hack
Like
and
the
slash.
For Honor system.
Yeah. Or the better one would be like an Assassin's Creed system where you can parry and then stab.
Yeah.
And in Assassin's Creed, I was more of a, I like to stay back with the rifle and pop you and then dive off the roof. And I was the assassin. I wasn't the one that got in there.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm right there with you.
He likes to just stay in the back and
no,
just
yeah,
pop
just
you.
pop you. With them big black D's.
Yeah. And the white balls.
Yep. I'm not sure how that works.
Hey, you get that disease. That turns your skin white.
It's funny.
That's not okay. You're making it worse for
No,
yourself.
he had that like that though.
Yeah,
Right?
Like
Well,
I mean, come on. He
to
has
be
all that
fair, my
disease.
mind, like the quips, the second you start saying something, my mind starts thinking of the best way to approach this.
You consider that the best approach?
Exactly.
Yep.
My God, man.
I heard a very
So,
dark
welcome to
humorous
Discount
joke
Gaming.
earlier.
Oh, do share.
Okay.
You can't laugh before telling it because then it just makes you look crazy. I mean, not that you're in bad company, but...
I don't know if he said if the woman. I think he said the woman if they were blind.
I'm already white though.
No. If the woman
what
was
Billy said.
blind, and would she masturbate with one hand, and would she moan with her other.
No, I think that
What does that have to do with being blind?
I think that
I
the
think it
woman
was
was
deaf.
mute.
Yeah,
Mute.
mute.
I think so.
The woman was mute with
I think
the
we went
masturbating
over this
one
last
and a
time.
moan with
Yeah.
the
The
other.
other.
Or what is that joke? If a guy with only one arm tries to do sign language, is that a speech impediment?
Great, you just lost his viewers.
Right?
All the one-armed deaf guys out there.
You know, there's somebody out there watching that's like, hey, it's not funny. I'm sorry in advance. You're probably going to sue us, and it's fair.
Just to let you know, we don't have much, so that's cool.
yeah, we really don't.
We'll scrape together all the pennies.
Do blind people see dreams?
Oh,
Vinny!
damn!
Although, interesting question.
It is an interesting question. You would still think their mind. Well,
No.
Okay, here's the question.
No,
Are they
to
born
this
blind?
day, he still has the best question that we don't know an answer to.
Can you
Okay.
steal your own? Is it pirating if you take your own video?
Oh.
If you rip your own video?
What I always find funny is like when you're watching movies and like you get those captions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like whistling. It's
Like the one earlier?
yeah, like okay. If you went deaf later on in life, you know what whistling
Yeah.
sounds like. But if you were born unable to hear, the fuck is whistling?
It is the cinnamon though. Remember that.
Right? Because you'd be like, he's not doing anything.
See, I think it. Not to compare it, because being blind actually would probably suck ass. But since I used to be able to see color, but I lost my ability to see most colors now, I still know what color it is. If you like tell me what color is that tree, well, it's fucking green. I know that. Even though I can't see it, it looks black or gray.
Real quick, what other color would a tree be?
Orange in the fall.
True.
Brown.
Okay, by that point, it's missing most of its leaves.
That doesn't matter.
Plus, you live in Texas. We don't have any other seasons.
We have fucking summer and spring.
Like, you can ask me what color's the sky. Well, it's fucking blue. What other color would it be? Go ahead.
So what color do you see the sky now?
It's still like, it's like a really light gray.
Interesting.
Let's
What's-
buy him a
I'm
pair of
Mr.
the-
Green Screen.
Well, what's funny with it is like I can tell you most colors if I see them separate. But if they're mixed with other colors, I can't see them. They come out as just either the primary color or black, gray, or white. It's a very rare blindness, and it's only caused by getting an infection in your eye.
So
Yeah.
does that mean that technically you suffer from camouflage?
At Vinny, they feel the dreams instead of seeing them. Razor.
Not nearly as funny. I like the first answer or question.
But another question: when blind people sleep, what do you think they see in their dreams?
Oh, that's true, because if they're born blind,
Nothing.
they just hear it all.
They just have captions.
Right?
No, that's deaf people.
they dream
That's
about
what deaf people dream.
they
Captions.
dream about being blind.
But
For
that's
someone who has been blind since birth and haven't seen a single object, what are their dreams?
Exactly.
That's what Vinny asked.
I didn't know Vinny was blind.
No.
I know. Well, the way no. The way he put it, it made him sound like he was, because he said for someone who has been blind since birth.
Yeah.
So what would you think?
Because I thought the same thing. I was like, no, there's no way. And then she said it out loud, and I was like, thank you so much for saying that out
Lindsay
loud.
said, yep, nothing.
Also, why would you be watching a live stream?
You can still hear it.
For the sound of our sultry voices. Nah, even I'm calling bullshit on that one.
I'll give you a courtesy chuckle.
Well, thank you.
We're basically like siren wailing.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Left 4 Dead, the siren.
Yeah. How does that go?
I don't know.
It's like a dead cat over there.
But it was like, that would make my gaming a little more intense.
Right?
Dude, if you were that good at Destiny blind, I would never touch a video game again after that, after watching it.
Everything is shocking and you never see it coming.
Dude, if you fucking enter a fucking tournament and it's like, oh, this dude's blind.
Well, what about
Kicks
that?
your ass, you're like...
Just a little insight to the show we're watching.
Yes, so what is it? MasterChef. Okay, so MasterChef,
Season 4.
Is it season 3 or 4?
Season 4.
Yeah,
It's season
the
4.
the Korean lady, no?
That's blind.
Yeah.
Keep this in mind.
I've
She
seen
wins.
this.
Spoiler.
How fucking bad of a cook do you have to be beaten by a fucking blind lady?
I don't think being blind has anything to do with cooking.
Actually, it
It's
probably gets
tasty.
you
I
the
still
advantage.
find it hilarious.
Well, you gotta think, when people either go blind or deaf, like,
It heightens
Over-
their other senses. Yes, I know. But you got your
Rude.
ass kicked in cooking by a blind lady who takes half of her time feeling up everything that's on the table.
Yep.
I just want to
And
point
she
that
even
out.
cuts up her own food by using feel. She doesn't have anyone else help her. The only thing she has a person that helps her go get all the food. Since she can't see where it is.
See, and that's good because she'll probably get lost in the freezer somewhere. I'll give her that. But
She's opening a restaurant in Houston. Yeah, I know she is, Vinny.
no shit.
Yeah.
yeah. What is her name? Christine?
Something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's Christine and John. Let's not start that. You know you know exactly what I'm talking. I'll fucking throw some of that shit. For Christ.
Oh.
In his head, he's probably
Man,
like,
that escalated quickly.
huh?
You have to know that.
Yeah.
I'm good. Want popcorn?
No.
Thank you.
Because that was hot sauce.
No, I just don't.
I'm still full.
Of shit.
Oh no! You want to hear something funny? So the cat that gave birth, fucking go in there, and I've got a piece of brisket in my hand. I put a piece of it in my mouth, and I bite it off, and she fucking jumps up, snatches it straight out of my mouth,
She's like,
and then
this is
snatches
mine.
it out of my hand. I'm just looking at it like, bitch.
See, that right there would be grounds for me killing a cat.
I can't kill her. She can't even go eat. The second she tries to leave, the fucking cat babies start screaming at her.
She moved enough to fucking jack your food.
Yeah, but they were still attached to her nipples when she
Vinny
did.
said, too bad that's not an MRE.
Too bad that's not very.
Yeah, it's already cooked. He beat me too.
I said we get this MRE out.
Go for it.
Be a lot cooler if it was. Emphasis. We're not doing the MRE this time. That's going to be Thursday.
Yeah,
We're going to
Thursday.
attempt to make the pasta.
Yeah.
That's
I-
what we're doing now.
And actually, we really should have recorded your son making it last night. Because that
Oh,
was
that
fucking
would've been
hilarious.
hilarious.
Okay, so I do know how to make an
In his
MRE.
defense,
Yeah, I do know how to make an MRE. Last time was fucking god awful. There is no excuse for that. But my son, this
Puts the icing on the cake.
this special.
You gotta love him.
he's
That's
a
all there is
special
to
little
it.
guy.
So, you remember how we were giving shit for the instructions on the back? It turns out we found out why they were put there because of your son making it.
So
Oh, I know. Wasn't there like some point where he was like, I inhaled the vapors.
He
I
was
inhaled
literally
the vapors."
sniffing the vapors.
yeah, he was like smelling the vapors coming out of the bag, and he was like, "This smells terrible. Like, why am I getting lightheaded?" And it's like, "Why are you still doing it?"
Okay.
It's like, there's instructions that specifically say.
Also, what happened in 1776? President's Day?
President's Day was created according to them.
Yeah, so
I was over there in the living room. I was just like,
The fuck?
baby, move. I need to go comment on this real quick.
Or what happened on 9/11?
Yeah.
Well, you also fucked that one up.
I did. I said 9/1. 01. But I was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mix them up.
My son making an MRE. That's
We should have recorded it. It was fun.
yeah. Well, I still have I think 4 of them. So I'm gonna let him do
We
another
should
one.
let the kids do one and then record it.
No, because knowing my daughter, she'll blow herself up. Like, I don't even know
It's
how.
like, here's a Pop-Tart. I'm going to stick it in the heater.
Right? She'd be
And
like,
it goes.
like knowing her luck, she would put like the drink powder inside the heating pad with fucking pudding mix and create like a mini nuclear bomb or like just something and like
Well, this
blow,
show just got flagged.
yeah, and blow like 2 of her fingers off, and it's like, how?
How did you create mustard gas? Jesus.
Right?
Oh, yeah, we definitely got tagged right there.
For God's sake. And it's like, I've known somebody like that. Like, a friend of mine called me up at one point, and he was like, hey, I need you to come over and check on me. I was like, okay, why? He was like, I feel really lightheaded. I feel like I'm going to pass out. I was like, what? Okay, what's going on? He was like, well, I was mopping the floor. Okay, what'd you use to
Ammonia
mop?
and bleach.
Yeah, he was like, well, I made bleach water and then I added some ammonia. I was like, you fucking idiot, that's mustard gas. What is mustard gas? I was like, oh my, you know what? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and just hold it. You'll be fine.
It's like those people that can't park and shit, and you just put a sign with a condom, don't breed.
And Benny goes, sure you do.
About knowing how to make the MRE.
Wrong.
He's gonna
Prove
prove
him
me
wrong.
wrong on Thursday, I promise.
Yeah, I'm not doing it today.
We don't have the space.
You know what?
How big is this fucking MRE that you guys are making?
It's not big, it's the fact that we have to open everything. We already have a big enough mess in here. The MRE is not big, god damn it.
Why did you start laughing right away? You should just let him.
I couldn't help it.
Should just let him hang out there. Well, dangle or
What?
protrude slightly out there.
Yeah, what made it best was like he paused. It's not that big. Wait a minute.
MRE is not that big.
I think what made it better was Ash was just in the corner like,
Right?
Waiting.
Admitting it is the first sign that you have a problem.
alright guys, so any questions for us?
Comments, concerns?
By the way, we still have been too lazy to get to the movie challenge. Busy.
No, yeah,
Sorry,
we've just
busy.
been too fucking busy.
Yeah, that's cool, busy.
With
Let's go
school,
busy.
the weather, let's
How the
see.
fuck does the weather affect us watching movies?
Actually, if anything, that makes you watch the movies.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is with weather comes people being sick, and when it comes people being sick, people tend to sleep all day.
Whatever
You
patient
sleep
X.
all... Yeah, you sleep all day anyways.
I know.
I'm just saying, I'll be honest here, I've been on a Final Fantasy X binge, so you probably won't catch me watching a movie until I'm done with that game again. Because I'm going to win that Blitzball fucking game. I don't
No,
care
you
if I have to
won't.
quit,
No, you
cancel, quit.
You're gonna
I'll
be
quit.
stuck on that for like the next couple
Benny
weeks.
goes, more offensive jokes?
Glad
Glad
you
you asked.
Always.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because what, you started 10. You restarted Destiny.
I did, but I just continue with my original character.
Anyone here lost relatives in the Holocaust? I mean, I don't know if I lost any. I mean, I'm part Jewish, but, you know.
He's also part Nazi, so he caused most of them.
I am part Nazi, part Jewish, part Scottish, and part Irish.
There's a word for that. Rape.
It's not rape if you yell surprise.
I don't think that's how they see it in the courts.
Then it's just
Be like,
surprise butt sex.
Your Honor.
Exactly.
In all honesty, I yelled surprise first.
And we were,
So, come on.
we were both crying. Come on.
And then you fist bump the judge.
Right.
The judge is like, oh, you're good, dude.
Right? I get it. You're white. Go ahead.
That's so bad. It's so true.
So this is a conversation we were having the other day on the lineup on the chat. I guess one of our teammates he ran into some legal issues, but apparently you can just totally buy your way out of stuff over there.
Have
Like-
you not seen anything on the mob?
No, I mean, okay, here in America, you buy an expensive lawyer, you can probably get out of some shit
More than likely.
If you're super famous, have a whole lot of money, totally get hooked up with like a nice prison cell.
Odds are definitely increasing.
But this dude was like straight out like, no, we already paid off the witness to say what we wanted to say.
God,
I was like,
damn it.
Damn. That's
Like just
yeah, no, just
God,
that's the way it works.
Mortimer said, "Nice mic stand." Thank you.
it's a work in progress. Don't judge.
And Vinny said, "So has anyone here lost relatives in the Holocaust? It was a tragedy, really. My grandfather passed away. He fell out of the guard tower."
Yes.
Zing.
Oh, now you.
Zing.
You need to start adding like sound effects.
I tell you, you need a fucking.
Well, it helps when your phone's charged to control the said sound effects. We don't have a producer at the moment. So
yeah, we need a producer.
we really need a producer.
That's why I'm glad, like, the way that I'm building the new setup, like, I can still do everything while
Yeah,
recording.
we can produce and moderate without having to really look away and look like we're just stare at our phones.
Moderate what?
Nothing.
Hey, there's 4 people on there, man.
We look at a comment and it's like, we should probably block that out. But we're not going to.
That guard tower joke was a good joke, though.
Yeah, it was. I need to tell that one at the Holocaust Museum.
We actually do have a Holocaust museum here.
We have 2 of them.
Why do we need 2?
Who cares? That's
know what I
twice
did
the
notice
chances
that
to tell a
isn't-
joke.
Here at the Walmart, there's no memorial yet. Are they supposed to be building a memorial for all the dead?
Dude, that's a whole thing in and of it. Like, people are torn between tearing the Walmart down or forcing them to build a memorial. Like, that's actually, like, a big issue here.
Vinny.
Cheeky bastard.
How do you circumcise a guy from Alabama?
Oh, I've got to hear this.
Kick his sister in the jaw.
Yes!
Ah, Vinny, this is why we're sending you a care package.
Yes. Absolutely.
See, I thought being as a moderator on here, you could see who was all watching and in the chat. But I guess not. Can I?
Well, I need to add you as a moderator.
That's true.
Oh, you know what? Fucking recently on Hulu, I found out 28 Days Later was on there.
Oh, I still need to... I've only caught, like, bits and pieces of that walking
Still a good movie. Wait.
How do you,
I'm hosting the channel on mine too, so.
Nice. Alright. Because What's up?
Oh, no, I was talking to him. You can go ahead.
Okay. So you...
So you're not important.
You're right.
How
Yeah.
do you fix that?
So you brought up an interesting question earlier when we were
Video.
driving.
Settings.
But to take that further, Mount Rushmore, in your opinion, best zombie movies.
Oh, shit.
Most terrifying at that.
I did.
Most terrifying? I remember, like, the first time I ever watched Dawn of the Dead, the new one,
There you go.
like, well, I mean, not the new one, but
Yeah.
the one where they're in the mall and shit.
Yeah.
I remember that night, like, I had to go to work, and I left, and I felt a little creepy. Like, I had my head on a swivel and shit.
He
Nice.
said, "What's better than winning a gold medal in the Special Olympics? Not being retarded." I'm a terrible person, I know. That's what he said.
Oh, no, dude, you're
Yeah,
the best
you
kind of
just-
people.
You fit in.
You're in good
This
company.
is exactly why you watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
we
we enjoy,
got
yeah, we enjoy stuff like this.
So Dawn of the Dead, well, the 28 Days Later, World War Z. I can't think of another zombie movie, really. I mean, like Resident Evil, but man. What other zombie movies are there?
Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead.
Well, I mean,
Island
I
of
would
the
think
Dead.
those are all like the same.
Yeah.
Not as Dawn of the Dead.
Then there's the Where's My Fucking Kinky Zombie Lamb.
Oh,
Zombieland is definitely
yeah.
one of the
Oh,
worst
Zombieland.
ones.
Okay. So out of those 4, which one do you find the most terrifying and why?
The most terrifying, probably fucking World War Z. Just the way that I mean, Resident Evil zombies, I see them running at me, I'm like, alright guys, let's, like slowly jump that way and we'll just get away. But World War Z, those motherfuckers are
Yeah.
Like climbing over walls and shit, just
Yeah.
like.
And the way they changed, that's what got me. Because,
And
like...
then with 28 Days Later, like, the way that they changed, like 10 seconds?
Yeah. Well, because World War Z was, what, like 6 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was
I know
violent.
there's that point where he's like on the...
Yeah, and it was violent. Like, what is it? There's that part where Brad Pitt's counting.
Yeah, where he's on the ledge of the building. He's
And you see the guy, like, slamming his face against the car. And, I mean, it's... Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Like, it's one thing to read the graphic novel, but then to see them bring it to life as well as they did, fuck all of that.
What would you consider the people in The Happening?
Ooh.
The one with Mark without Brad Wahlberg.
Right?
What's up, guys? What, you doing jumping jacks in the fucking attic?
Right? It's like you went down like 3 aisles. Like,
Ben said his favorite is Zombieland.
nice. Okay, but
Zombieland just for talent.
And this ass is definitely Woody Harrelson's character.
yeah,
The only reason he's out in the zombie apocalypse is trying to find a goddamn box of Twinkies.
that's not.
And I'm definitely
that's
the
not a lie.
curly haired kid that blows up the
We've
box.
already told this story about how
Yeah.
you gave him what was it? There was no cream inside of it?
It
Or
had
was-
melted.
Yeah,
The Twinkie had
fucking
basically
bastard.
melted. I forgot we
Oh.
got busy.
Benny goes, why is it hard to break up with a Japanese girl?
Yes, please. I want to know this one. You have to drop.
The bomb twice.
Oh shit! Oh, that's great. That's great. Razor's gonna be posting all these jokes on the group tomorrow.
Mortimer said Bird Box.
Oh, I
I don't think
forgot
I saw
about
that.
Bird Box.
Isn't that the one with Sandra Bullock?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet either.
It's a
It-
good movie.
Okay,
it was actually
Wait, that's
really
what
good.
it was called?
zombie
Yeah.
discussion.
Boy and
then.
girl?
What is more likely to happen? Like the Resident Evil style apocalypse? Where.
Oh, no, if anything.
What's that one with Will Smith?
I Am Legend?
I Am
yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, that one was crazy too.
See, if anything, I would really think something like 28 Days Later, because something in a doctor's office, a virus could spread so quickly in a hospital, because you gotta imagine how many sick people are in a hospital daily, and then they get it first, and then, you know, they get treated originally,
Well,
but
that's
then
not
they
how
leave.
28 Days Later went, though.
Or is that 28 weeks later?
No, well, with 28 Days Later, like, they were, I don't know, for some odd reason, subjecting, like, monkeys to watch, like, all these videos.
Oh, yeah, it was that one.
Yeah, like, they were infected by rage.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, I think something more along the lines of like Resident Evil is gonna happen, like where they create like an antivirus, something
See,
like that.
I think that it would start like Resident Evil, where like they start introducing this to the public, but it would end up World War Z.
Because if I'm right, and don't kill me if I'm not, but in the first Resident Evil, it was because Umbrella was developing like an antivirus, right, for something.
No, they were making the T virus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But the T virus was to, I think they were trying to use it to help people, like that were, because wasn't like his daughter or something, like they were trying to reanimate some of the,
and
that ended
it
up,
was it was something like that. But then I think one of the scientists like dropped.
no, somebody does it on purpose.
That's right, because they find out that they actually threw it. Yeah, and then they sealed off the room.
The T virus was originally discovered in West Africa. It was replicated inside animals, and they took a concentrated sample of it, according to this, and they used it to create an antidote for humans, so we wouldn't get the virus, and that's what caused the zombie outbreak. In the game, that's the lore of the game.
Bit of a backfire there.
Well, I mean,
But that same thing happened in I Am Legend. They developed a cure for
Yeah.
cancer, and it turned them all into
Yeah.
zombies
Yeah,
instead.
Vinny said in 28 Days Later, the sequel also had all the zombies die off from hunger because there wasn't anything left to eat.
Yeah, because
See, but
well, with 28 days later, like it's basically like they were all on an island,
yeah,
like that is
yeah.
England. So
But
they
that
just quarantined it all off.
but
And
that
let
in and of
everybody
itself
die out.
raises an interesting point. Like, if you're undead, like, would you die of starvation, or would you just go into like a
Hybernetic.
yeah like a stasis, like in what is it, Resident Evil?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, where like basically they just stop animating, and then like once they get like sound or like some sort of what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Some sort of stimulus, like then they actually like start moving again.
But see, which one do you think would be more likely? Something like Resident Evil / I Am Legend, or 28 Days Later, or
I think I'd go 28 days later.
the Rage virus?
Yeah, it seems more.
I mean, because in today's society, there's so many new viruses being.
See, I'm with that. Like I would think the T virus.
Yeah, there's the Las Plagas virus and the T virus and a bunch of other viruses. We're just talking about the original Resident Evil, Benny.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, well, because everybody was like all concerned about that when that tsunami hit Japan.
Yeah.
Like the radioactive leaks into the ocean and shit. Like, what's that gonna do to everything?
Yeah. Well, not only that, you figure, what is it? A couple years ago now, I would imagine there was a group of scientists that found like this huge area of just jet black ice. So they started drilling into it, and they were finding like the Black Plague. They were finding, like all these viruses that haven't been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
And then they should just quarantine it so it doesn't.
Oh no, not humans. They're like, wait, this could kill all of us? Yeah, let's take all this shit back.
Yeah, not only that, but it's like, oh, this could kill all of us? Let's weaponize this.
Yeah.
And develop a cure.
But
we'll work on the cure after.
Yeah, we never get to the cure part.
Or we do, and it's what turns us, actually makes it have more effect on us.
Well, I mean, and there are a few different cures for cancer in today's society, but I mean, we're gonna get flagged for this probably. But doctors and people like nurses and shit, they'll just let you sit there, and they'll say, "Well, we're gonna give you this to help cure it," which in the hospitals and in their doctor's office, I'm sure they have the cure sitting in there, but they don't want to give it to you because they just want to let you sit here and suffer more.
But yeah, how else are they gonna fucking rob
Make
your
their
bank
money.
account?
And they know that the quicker they do it, the less cancer patients will have.
Yeah, God forbid they actually help people.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
We took an oath, and we want to make
The
money off
hypocritical
it,
oath. Oh, wait. Hippocratic.
Well, I mean, many scientists have already confirmed
Right.
that the different strands in the different strands of marijuana cures different cancers. So therefore, in the plant itself, it could cure whatever that you have. Just depends on what they give you. But they don't want to do that because they won't make their money.
Gotta pay off those student loans.
Yeah, big farm, man.
Now, I bet you the cancer patients that are in Colorado, I bet it went down once marijuana became legal.
Well, like Tommy John has had, oh man, I think it's pancreatic cancer or something. He's had it for a minute.
Yeah.
But he's always been treating it with medicinal marijuana.
Yeah.
And dude's still good.
Yeah.
So-
Like.
Only scrubs use war sites. Wait, what? Hi, Hayden. Hayden jumped in and said only scrubs use war sites.
Well, it's not only that. Marijuana doesn't only just cure cancer. Like, it cures
Epilepsy,
seizures, like stuff like what I have and shit. I've seen my friend's daughter use it firsthand, and when we went to Colorado a couple of years back, she took her daughter to one of the doctor's offices up there, and she went in and had the 3 or 4 seizures she had during a day like usual, and they took her in, and all they did was put THC oil on the bottom of her feet and on the back of her neck, and she was out of it in like 2 minutes.
Damn. That's crazy.
By the way, if you missed it, we're talking shit about doctors and how they're money grubbing hoes. And that's why I told you we were live, because Hayden's going to have a lot of input on this, because he went to medical school. He quit, but he went to medical school.
You are so bad with introductions.
They're kidding. He's a chef. Well, I mean, he went to chef school, but he quit.
Right.
Oh, I didn't say he was a doctor. I just said he defends them. Because he went to med school. He's a firm believer doctors are the good people in the world.
There are good
He
ones out
goes,
there.
fuck off.
Fitting right in. No, like I'll admit there are a good number of just good doctors out there, but the downside is most of them have their fucking hand tied.
Yep.
So
they're owned by Big Pharma, whether they want to be or not.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, like the whole, like if a doctor sees somebody like, in distress, like outside of a hospital, like just say they're out eating dinner or something, like they're legally like.
Oh yeah.
Like if they try to do something and something goes wrong, you're fucked.
But the downside is
Doctors are good people. They want to help people. In big bold letters.
Since they have the training, they're also required by law to help those people. So it's a double-edged sword.
Exactly.
You know, and it goes the same with.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they do have their hands tied.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's the same way with, because like whenever I did security, like we were trained in CPR, and we were the same way. Like it didn't matter if we were on duty or off duty. Like if there was somebody that needed help, we were required to help them.
So, Sasha Stream said, doctors are good people. They want to help people in big bold letters. He said, nobody gets into medicine to fuck people over. Okay? And...
Well, we're not saying doctors...
There probably are a handful that get in there going, ooh, I can make a lot of money out of this.
Yeah,
but that's the same... You're saying the same thing people say about politicians. Not every person gets into politics to screw everyone over. Yeah. It's just they end up getting bought.
No, but what doctors, like, what we're trying to say is, like, it's not like the doctors are the bad people. It's mostly the
pharmacy.
Yeah, like big pharma.
Yeah, it's like it's just become more of a like a business now.
Yeah.
See, like the hospitals, to the people that own the hospitals, and you know, for that fact, like it sucks to be a doctor.
Well, yeah, because then you have those doctors out there that are genuinely trying to help people. But then you have big pharmacy being like, you know what? We're only going to give you, like, this much. Blah, blah, blah. What do you got?
Should we read that one aloud?
Fuck, yes!
What do you call a deaf gynecologist?
I got nothing.
A lip reader.
We need a band and a producer.
It's the hospital boards and insurance companies. That's what I said. It's the boards and the insurance companies.
Yeah. No,
I mean, for God's sakes, when I was in the hospital for 3 days, they fucking gave me Tylenol to start with, and they charged me $25 for 3 pills of Tylenol. Yeah. If you look at my breakdown list, it was $25 for 3 pills of Tylenol. The cotton ball swab they used to cover where they put the fucking IV in my system cost me, $18 for a cotton ball and tape. And then the fluids they pumped into my system, the electrolytes and saline solution, I went through, 12 bags of that?
You went through about 6 bags of saline.
And about 6 bags of electrolytes. And for each bag, it was $55.
Yeah.
Well, saline is, it's kind of a big thing.
But no, like...
But the cotton ball shit, that's what...
Yeah. And the Tylenol. But no, like we're not saying...
But it was like Tylenol 3 with codeine, right?
No, it was just regular over-the-counter Tylenol.
Yeah,
because they thought I was faking me being in pain until they took my blood pressure.
Jesus. And his blood pressure was like 195 over 103.
They're like, oh, you're damn near cardiac. Yeah, let's get you back.
Yeah, no.
Real pain.
No, my bad. We thought you were fucking around.
Right. No, we're definitely not talking shit about the doctors themselves. It's the ones pulling, the doctor's strings. Big Pharma, the medication
boards,
companies, the boards, what is it? The investors. Shit like that. Like, that is what ruins medicine, not the doctors.
And that's what he said. He said, that's part of why I quit. It's the hospital boards and insurance companies. That's why I quit on top of the cost of medical school. He said it's outrageous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that's how they get
like
some of the
cost
doctors.
of regular fucking school, like just
Yeah.
going to any university, hella expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And
Imagine
that's how they
becoming a
get
doctor. Shit.
That's how they get doctors too. A lot of pharma companies are like, well, if you sponsor, our medication and push
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
we'll pay off all your student debt after you hit a certain amount.
Yeah, and it's like, but
And at
your
that point-
medication makes them
But they
leak
brag.
from their ass and possibly lose a leg, and it's like, it'll be fine.
We'll just give you some
That'll
Tylenol and Advil. Walk it off.
We'll give them some water.
Just rub some dirt on it. It was fine.
Tell them to walk around the block. They'll be fine.
Put some tape around it and you'll be fine.
Duct tape and baling wire.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
If it gets severe, include a hammer.
What?
Gives you 2 hammers. Take 2 of these. Call us in
Right.
the morning.
Just here and here. Only once every 4 hours.
But yeah, that hospital stay, I mean, the total bill was like $49,000. I stayed for 2 days. I mean,
See, that's why I'm glad that I'm. Who am I kidding? Stubborn. And I just don't go to doctors.
I was super stubborn.
I wanted
But-
to do some. Oh my goodness.
I tried every over-the-counter medication for
Okay, you
like,
can't just giggle and then trail off.
Then he said a rip-off. Sasha said some tussin.
Yeah, hell yeah. Tussin will fix anything. Broken
Yeah.
leg, throw some tussin on it.
Remember back in the day?
Or
when
some,
cocaine in their medicine.
Vicks.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Like that guy that I showed you, he gets poisoned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's.
That's fine.
Mix it up nice. There, I'm all good. Ugh. Good shit.
But yeah, it was like $48,000 for 2 days. I mean, I had 2 meals while we were there. They charged me like $80 per meal.
What
See,
the fuck?
Yeah, it was not.
I'm like, that food is not much better than
No.
the food that you get in jail.
Hayden, you're confusing.
I'm just gonna take your word for that one.
I wanted
It's
to
not
do
that
some
much
tussin. I don't what. Essential oils. Essential oils, yeah, they cure everything. Oh, I got it. You don't even need vaccinations. Essential oils.
Oh,
take
you
care
just
of
need to
that.
light a candle. You're all good.
Right?
I got lavender. I'm
Only-
fine.
It
Was
only
that
counts.
the one that was it Gwyneth Paltrow? She released one that smells like her vagina or some shit. I saw this on Seth Meyers the other day.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody better fact check this.
What is it?
I got
Because-
it.
Because up to this point, the weirdest candle that I've ever heard of is the one that Capcom released for Resident Evil 7, which smelled like rotting flesh.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Resident Evil 7, you can play the game regular on a TV or you can play it in VR. Well, they released this candle you're supposed to burn while you're playing it in VR to give you like a better sense of being in the game, and it's supposed to smell like rotting flesh.
See, that would just make me throw up and not want
See,
to play the game.
okay, here's my thing. Who goes to like a GameStop to buy a candle, number one? And they're like, rotting flesh, oh, this will go great with my lavender. Let's put these side by side.
Yeah, but you gotta think when they come out with full dive technology, we're gonna have that smell and stuff anyway.
Okay, but that's going to be in-game. That's going to be like the machine tricking our brain. But, oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Vinny said, "What do you call a cheap circumcision?"
I'm sorry, what?
Vinny asked, "What do you call a cheap circumcision?"
I
A
don't know.
rip-off.
Oh, a knockoff?
A ripoff.
Oh.
Well played.
Gwyneth Paltrow goop.
And it's sold out.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's a $100 candle.
Are we gonna show the camera?
Oh, you're fucking right, we're going to show the camera.
All right.
So this is a thing. Wait. Hold on. There.
I want to use this time to stuff my
Come on, I
face
know
with.
you're rusty at fitting stuff in, but damn.
Hey, put it in the dark, put some hair around it, I'll be good.
This
So-
from the circle jerk guy.
So that, yeah, right? So that's a thing. You see it on there, don't you?
Not yet.
Oh, you will, my friend. So, apparently, Gwyneth Paltrow has released a candle called Heretic, which is a terrible name, that smells like her vagina.
Smells like my vagina. Oh my god.
$100 candle when it's sold out.
Oh my god, there's a candle that smells like her vagina.
Yep.
Told you I was
I don't
impatient.
even want to know how the.
Look, this jabron is selling for $140, and it's his last one.
He probably stocked up.
Right?
I don't even want to know
110,
what the fuck it smells like.
115, 170.
Did you ever watch Dirty Jobs?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. Did you ever see the one where he went to the jelly bean factory?
No.
Yes.
They made the jelly bean.
Yeah.
That
Vinny
tasted
said-
like his boot. That's probably what they did for that.
Vinny said you didn't buy it before it sold out. Sucks to be you. Vinny, I hope you didn't buy that.
Okay, granted.
Vinny, I hope you did buy this.
Granted, I think she's pretty. I've always
I
thought
don't
she's
even know what
pretty.
she looks like.
She's Tony Stark's
Pepper
wife.
Potts.
Oh.
That's Gwyneth Paltrow.
I've always thought that she was pretty, but I would never.
You want her entire
Especially-
room smelling like her pussy?
No.
Yeah.
Vinny said it pairs nicely with my gamer girl's bathwater.
You son of a bitch.
Dude, you're just good. You really need to
You know
make
what?
this drive over here, man.
I can't even be mad at that because of the reference, because both of those are a thing. You know
No,
about the bathwater. Well, I think you and I talked about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah,
right.
and 2 more YouTubers just did it. They're guys. They took a bath together in swim shorts and created bathwater.
What kind
out
of
it.
porn are you watching?
It's not porn.
Um,
They're 2 Pokemon streamers. They're little
hey
Pokemon
man, that's your Lego
streamers.
piece.
And they put out a live stream of them going into the bathtub together with.
Is
They're
it
wearing.
R
It's Ryan
and-
and Frank.
Oh my
Okay.
ew.
Okay.
And they
Hold
call
on.
it Bath with the Dudes or something like that. They sold the water.
Okay, stop talking because the longer you go on with
No,
this,
let 'em.
you're
Just
making
let
it
'em.
sound worse.
It's bad.
But
But you're saying it with
no,
a smile and a
no.
giggle.
Well, that yes,
Because they're-
but it's like the way that this transaction is going. Like, oh my god, because he's like, what
You
kind of
remember
porn are
when
you
we were
watching?
talking about like hospitals and how they
Yeah.
handcuff their doctors and
Well, no, because you know, like,
now we're selling
I
YouTubers
agree,
bath water.
Hayden. I agree. He said it's disgusting. Gay. That's exactly what he said.
but it's one of those things like he set you up. Like, what kind of porn are you watching? And you went straight fanboy. Hey, it's not porn.
But anyways, it was live and there was 2 guys in the bathtub and they're selling the water.
Well, thankfully there wasn't a cup involved.
2 guys in a cup. You're not making this any better.
It's-
I
Put
know.
down the
It's-
shovel bash.
It's
Just put it down.
bathwater, woman. Calm yourself.
I think she was thinking about 2 guys in a cup.
I was just thinking of the video of the 2 girls in a cup.
Old school video. Anyone ever watch that? Get tricked into watching that Spin Me Right Round video?
No.
Okay.
Be like Dare. Just say no.
I could show it to you. But
Don't
No!
be- no, you
no,
will
no,
not.
no.
Do not be
God.
like Nike. Don't do it.
He's
I think
cute.
it's funny that he's like, I can bring this up real quick. Hold on.
Right?
No, I know what it's called.
Oh, look, it's
I got
already-
tricked into it.
Let me just open my book.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is.
When I
He
was
types
in-
in 2 letters. See, it's right there.
Yeah,
When I
right?
was in high school, we were sitting there.
Quick search history.
We went over to my friend's house and we were all sitting there on his projector watching Dragon Ball. And so there's like 15 of us
Of
sitting
course
there.
there's a projector involved.
So
And he was over at his computer streaming it, and he was watching it from his computer screen. He decided to be an ass, and he put this video up in the middle of the show. And it starts off with "You Spin Me Right Round," and it's a trans girl walks in and starts helicoptering in the middle of the screen. That was the whole video.
So again, welcome to Discount Gaming.
And this
It's
is
nothing to do with gaming.
this is where we have progressed to, or fallen, depending on your outlook.
Did you hear about the blind prostitute? Well, you gotta hand it to her.
Fuck.
Biddy.
I love how it takes you a second for some of those.
I gotta wait for it to pop up with the response. Because he put the question and then he waited for a second.
I'll
Is
let
it
that
just
one
me?
go too. No,
Is
yeah,
it just me?
no.
Okay.
I got you. This side of the couch gets it. Can I get one of those?
Can you hand me one of those too?
This has just been spiraling.
Alright, back to the video game
I
topics.
I think that all of our shows start. Oh, who am I kidding? All of our shows start down here, and they just slowly.
They go up and then they just.
Not even slowly. They just rapidly descend into madness.
It's high, guys. This is Discount Game, and Vinny
And
comes
then
in and he
circle
goes,
Circle jerk.
and then we're just there for about an hour and a half, and then Vinny's like, okay, guys, I gotta go. Bye. And then it goes,
Right.
I mean,
oh, thank you.
we had talked originally about maybe renaming the show instead of calling it Discount Gaming. Since we rarely talk about gaming.
Yeah.
Well, we do try to fit
We
gaming
bring
in
we
there,
bring it
but-
up for like 20 minutes and then we just.
But then somebody
hey.
starts talking about trannies doing helicopters, and it's like all off topic.
Damn.
Well,
Transmissions can't do helicopters.
Will you shut up?
God damn it, Badge.
No, I know someone's about to say something in the comments and I know exactly who it's going to be.
Come on, Vinny.
Right?
That's not gonna be Vinny.
No, it would be Hayden. I used to give him shit about that. He'd say transvestite or trannies, and I say transmissions don't do that.
Oh.
And Hayden, to answer your question, eventually I just started Final Fantasy X all over again. So once I get 100% completion on that, yeah, maybe. He wants to play Monster Hunter. He asked me on Facebook though.
Oh.
He didn't put it in the chat. Plus, we need 2 people's PS Plus don't work, so we need to up that first
Yeah.
before we jump Monster Hunter in.
Hayden goes, eat ass.
I added Paul Walker on Xbox, but he spends all his time on the dashboard. Finny.
Out of breath. Oh, man.
So how's everybody's week been going?
Great.
Much more productive than this.
Too soon? No, it's not too soon.
Never.
Don't
Oh, no.
worry, dude. The day Kobe Bryant died,
yeah.
I put a meme out on Facebook of him slam dunking the helicopter in a mountain.
Jesus.
And it said Kobe.
Oh.
There's no word of too soon for me. The second I hear someone dies, I'm laughing, and then I post a meme about it.
No, but not when Stan Lee died.
Yeah,
Nobody. I don't see anybody post a Stanley meme
No.
about his death.
Nope.
He
No,
was way
if-
too
if-
respected.
They never posted anything about his death. They always posted him like with Deadpool or with one of the
Yeah.
Marvel characters.
I think someone did a meme where it's the Grim Reaper from the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Death, and it says, "Alright, Stan, time to go." And holds him
Yeah.
by the shoulder as he's
I-
walking
See,
through the
and
gates.
like that's one of my favorite things because it was shortly after he passed when they released Teen Titans Go to the Movies, and he does a cameo in that, and it's actually him. Like it's not just somebody playing as him. Like it's his actual voice.
Well, he worked for DC for a while too.
Yeah. But the fact that they included that and that it was released after his death, that's one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
What is she giggling at over there?
Vinny, he's talking to.
He's talking about John. He
Oh,
said,
Lord.
you crossing your legs is making me more uncomfortable than chaotic trans stories.
Believe it or not, I actually sit like this a lot. My dad used to sit like this. But,
Oh, Vinny made a lot of English errors in that, and then immediately went back in the chat, corrected it, realized he screwed up, corrected it again. You are legs. Sasha gave him shit about it. In
What-
Battle of the English.
what is it? That fucking scene from Hot Shots?
Yeah.
The barn door scene.
Not a very good one, Sasha Streams, because you were supposed to put I am also a grammar Nazi, but you missed the A in there, so you know.
You have 0 room.
Hey, I'm gonna take my win where I can get it against these guys.
Fucking Vinny's
You
like,
take those guys wherever you can.
right? Vinny's gonna be like, all right, bitch, target acquired. The MRE's in the past. Now we need to focus on him again.
He's like, let him
Raise
fuck
your
up
laughing
one more
face.
time,
Right.
and then I'm just gonna bust his ass.
I'm waiting for it. Like one of these days, Vinny's gonna post up a picture, and it's just gonna be like this fucking dry erase board that this guy getting bashed.
That'd be hilarious, actually. Damn, we
I
should
would-
have
I
the dry
would-
erase board.
I would laugh if he
No,
if he
I
had
keep
a
saying
dry.
we need to do that.
I
Like,
would
there
laugh.
has to be a video, like 10.
Oh,
dash
no.
Bash 2.
1.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if on his dry erase board, Vinny's, if he had every word Bash didn't pronounce
that
right
would
and
be
had the
so
and
great.
had it pronounced correctly
Right.
right
What
beside
else
it.
will spill ashes all over himself?
Vinny said I'm nice enough to only correct chaotic. That's okay. I take the correction when I can get it. But hey, let me say Japanese words. It's cool.
Goddamn.
Man.
Good times.
What are we sitting at?
It's 12:41 right now. We started at 11:15ish. So, because we were supposed to start at 10:30.
Yeah,
I
does
postponed
it
at
not
10.
tell you the time on the
Not
video?
on mine, no. It only tells you on the control.
Yeah, I'm too blind to see that.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, me too. They're all just white
And you have
lines.
glasses. You both have glasses.
You have glasses, you just don't wear them.
To be honest, I lost them again.
Damn it.
I know they're somewhere in this house.
There you go, that's a start.
That's a start.
Let's just pray that the kids don't get a hold of it and go crunch.
I need to go back to the eye doctor. It's been 5 years, 6 years, 6 years.
Yeah, I'm like 2 years behind, and I'm really behind.
You don't want to know.
I'm not
how
gonna
long
say
it's
mine
been
out
since
loud.
I've been-
Shit,
You wear
last
glasses
time,
too?
last time I remember him going to the eye doctor was back at San Antonio, and that was at least 7 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, at least.
I haven't been to the eye doctor since I was 12.
Oh, fat man.
11, 12, so it's been 8, 9 years.
See, but I wouldn't be able to drive without at least some type of glasses.
Oh, I can't survive without glasses.
Nope.
Oh, we know.
It'd be suicidal to get me behind the wheel without my glasses on and be like, huh, was that a red light? Oops!
Right?
Because now that I don't
Did I just
see
run over a Honda?
now that I
Was
don't
was that a light gray or a dark gray?
That's the thing. Like I have to go left to right or up and down depending on the way the lights are. So red or red. And if I can't see that from that distance, I'm just gonna go straight through it.
Yeah, that's always the smartest choice.
Right?
What
Like,
did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
The answer might surprise you.
oh, I hope that this is just as glorious as
Come
I
on,
imagined.
give your
It's
guesses.
Vinny, come on. You know Vinny's gonna kill it.
What?
She gagged.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Why was there only one ball?
Hey,
Lance
hey,
Armstrong?
wait a minute. No, I take offense to this.
Okay.
I only have
Let's-
one,
Let's
remember?
get into that.
No!
Yeah.
Why would I? No!
We've had this conversation.
No, we
before.
have not!
Call that boy Googles? Do you mean goggles?
That's actually goggles. Googles would have two O's.
Yeah, I can't read.
Or C, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I would say.
Okay, no,
honestly-
let's get back to this whole bash and one ball thing.
Oh, we're back to that.
Oh,
I was hoping that would just go over.
Oh, hell no. You
14
can't
14
leave
years
us out
old.
on that juicy limb.
14 years old, working out at the house. We had a bench press set up, and one of the weights my dad was carrying, he tripped and dropped it right there. And pop.
Goes the weasel.
I was about to say that thing
I was
on
waiting.
you.
I was waiting for it. Come on, it's up there, guys. Somebody dunk it.
Why isn't there a pregnant Barbie doll?
I think there actually was.
I think it
Kim
was.
came in another box.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, hi, Kay. Kay put the death face. That's another person that we recruited into the chat. She's got a dark sense of humor, too.
Very
Nice.
dark. I told her I've been talking to her for the last 30 minutes trying to
Is
get
that
her to
Ashley?
join in.
Ashley?
So there you go. Story of one.
The story of one.
The story of one.
And then there was one.
And then there was one. But apparently it works because I got 2 children. It just works over time.
So do you just call him like Highlander? Because they can only be one?
Oh shit.
Well played. Well fucking played.
So 14?
So technically, what doesn't that make you like aerodynamic?
God damn it.
Oh, this is never going away.
Oh no!
I thought you knew this conversation.
No! Fuck no! Trust me, if I did, I'd be giving you shit this entire time.
Come on, Vinny, give us your best one ball joke.
He's probably sitting here like, yes.
He's just going through his list.
Which one?
No pad on his phone, just like
Right?
used. Nah, too lame.
Oh my goodness. And why of all times would you decide to share that now when we're live?
Because he said something about ball. You think I'm ashamed of it? I'm not.
Hayden also says he also did not know.
Well, I would not have that conversation with you as it is.
You just had it with the entire fucking world.
Oh yeah, now I don't care.
Uniball ass.
Uniball
That's what
ass.
Hayden
I find it hilarious. Look, it happened. That's all I can say.
Oh.
And yes, it's because he said something. Why would there only be one ball? Well, there are some people with only one ball.
I worked with a coworker who only had one.
How do we know this?
My
They had
old
some
job, we had
conversations.
some weird conversations.
They had weird.
Oh, speaking
conversations.
of, Hayden.
Yeah, I'm all like, yeah, no kidding, because I work with a bunch of females, and it's like, Jesus, guys, clean it up. Fuck.
Hayden, have you went and seen Oh Boy from my old job yet?
And Vinny said, "You sure it wasn't what was left over from the first one popping, just laying dormant in your sack? The reason you only have 2 kids."
To be fair, it's from 2 different women.
It is from 2 different women. And
Could you
they're
imagine having 2 from the same out of either one of those?
no, no.
For example, that's all.
To be fair, that one was oopsed all the way to the bank, cashed the check, and ran away. That was a big oops.
I have not.
So welcome to Discount Gaming.
Right?
For those of you who are watching, we obviously don't give 2 shits of what we say, so your comments are very welcomed.
Now I'm kind of regretting turning off the moderation.
No regrets. Not even a single letter.
not even one letter. No. That's how I live my life, yeah.
One ball at a time.
One ball at a time.
Hey, some people in this room take offense to that.
Nah, that was actually funny. I'm just like everybody else. I pay my taxes one leg at a time.
You pay taxes like you've got pubes. Well, I've got pubes, Commander and Queef. I love that episode so much. So what else is on the docket?
We have a docket?
No.
I don't care.
Maybe that should
None
be
of
on
us
the docket.
care.
That we don't have a docket.
Getting a docket.
But we
Acquiring a
specifically used to start these off by saying we don't ever come in here with a straight topic. We just start BSing.
Yeah.
We start changing that. We're going to start slowly changing everything we say.
Oh no. We've tried, well, he tried. Like writing down, okay, we need to talk about this and this.
Well, and we did hit those points though, but
Eventually,
I
over
just
like
got lazy about
over like a 2.5 hour like spread because you kept going, talk about this. This is next. That didn't last very long.
Yeah, I think I was like 2 episodes.
I don't think you made it past the first. Because that list eventually became things that might eventually come up in conversation. And
Yeah, and I think that was mostly just because it was only us two, so
Yeah.
there was that little bit of like dead air in between like our back and forth.
yeah, especially like when you walk out in the middle of a fucking conversation.
I'm telling you, you should have used that bit, man. You missed it.
Vinny
Golden
said,
opportunity.
say what you want about pedophiles. At least they're the only ones that drive slowly in a school zone.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. This goes to gaming.
Oh.
Ready? Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 1?
In regards to what?
Which one
Like
would
just
you rather
overall?
have? Yeah,
PS1.
because they came out.
Over 64?
They came out roughly around the same.
I'm like, Super NES over PlayStation? Probably. But 64?
That's a tough call because they both had a lot of really good games. Honestly, I would have to go with the PlayStation just because it had more AAA titles and more games were just way more memorable. Because, I mean, you had Final Fantasy 7 and 8, you had Tactics, you had
What?
the Anthology, you had Silent Hill.
Oh, I finally read the comments.
You had Crash Bandicoot.
Metal Gear
I
Solid.
mean, Metal Gear Solid. I mean, the PlayStation
Oh,
1.
Metal Gear Solid was awesome.
Yeah, the PlayStation 1 just had tons and tons and tons of hits. Even lesser known ones like Intelligent Cube, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
Tony Hawk
Oddworld.
was the shit.
Yeah, Oddworld. Well, for you, Oddworld.
What was the
You
one
didn't
where,
like
Oddworld.
what was the one where you were snowboarding?
Wasn't that Cool Skate?
No.
Yeah, something like that. It was cool something.
Well, there was that one. Cool Borders. No, it wasn't Cool Borders. What was it? It was something along those lines.
That game was cool. Like when you had like the avalanche
Yeah.
and you just had to outrun it.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
Vinny, K, and Sasha Streams all said 64. Less titles, but much better stories and characters.
Definitely less titles. Better characters is definitely debatable. The biggest thing with the 64 off the top of my head is you had Super Smash Brothers, which revolutionized fighting games. You had the Golden Eyes.
Which revolutionized
Mario 64.
shooting games.
You had Perfect Dark. You had
Star Fox 64.
Star Fox. You had
Star Fox was a shit.
And then you had, of
The
course,
Legend of
everyone's
Zelda.
favorite thing with 64s was the ability to play your Game Boy games. on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You had Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. You had Pokemon Snap. You had Hey You Pikachu, where you could actually talk to Pikachu using the mic. You had The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You had Majora's Mask. You had Tetrasphere. You had Shadowgate 64. You had Turok.
Turok was dope.
But Turok was also on the PlayStation.
It was.
So, I mean, they both had a bunch of great titles. Just personally, I'd go PlayStation.
Okay, let me ask the harder one. PlayStation 2, Xbox, or Nintendo GameCube? Because they all came out the same gen.
PS2.
Mm.
Over Xbox?
I would say Xbox as Halo came out on the Xbox during that time.
See, I didn't play Xbox when... Oh, I didn't play Halo when...
Okay, but if you're going to throw those three into a ring, you also have to throw the Dreamcast.
Yeah, the Dreamcast too. I always forget about the Dreamcast because it kind of just disappeared.
Well,
So Sega
that
just dipped.
well because that was the last console that Sega made. See that's a tougher one because PlayStation 2 had a ton of great hits. You know, I mean Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
The Resident Evils on those were
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Because that's when they started doing the remakes. Really, like, the only game that I always think of whenever I think of the GameCube was Super Mario Sunshine. Just because that game was so much fucking fun. I mean, the Dreamcast, you had Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you had the Versus series, You had Jet Set Radio. You had Jet Grind Radio. You had Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi was awesome.
Yeah. The original Xbox, you had Halo, but past that, you didn't really have a ton of just huge titles.
Well, didn't Dungeons and Dragons come out on that one too?
Dungeons and Dragons came out on the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. Just like,
Yeah, see, PS2 won for me with Dark Alliance, Alliance 2.
Well, you also had other games like,
Champions.
Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Yeah.
It was on the PlayStation 2 and it was on the Xbox. The only difference was on the Xbox it was uncensored.
Yeah.
And on the PlayStation it was censored. So I mean they all had really good games. If you're looking at long term, the Dreamcast, because the Dreamcast was built in such a way, if you had, I think one of the first 2 generations, you can actually download the ISOs and burn them onto a CD and it'll read it and play it. You didn't have to officially buy the games. That's probably going to get me arrested.
So,
I was like, isn't that
apparently Ashley's bored.
Huh?
Ashley's bored. She even put it in the comments.
Why are you bored?
I got pee.
That doesn't
So-
make you bored.
I
But
don't- how does that
that
make you-
and
We're on a topic she doesn't know anything about.
I mean, I do, but with as much as I played the Nintendo 64 and the
What
Cube,
was before
and,
her time?
I mean, I still played on all the originals. I did never really get much time to do it because I had to take care of my brothers.
So, like, what did you play on the GameCube?
Like, I used to play Mario and Super Smash Bros. And stuff. And, well, when I was younger, Zelda was a big hit of my time. So, Zelda was one of the main ones I did
Yeah.
play. And then when I got my PlayStation, way back when is when I started getting into Final Fantasy. When Final Fantasy started coming out.
What about Lego games?
Yep.
What would be your favorite?
To me, at that point in time, all of them, because I was little, they were all pretty good to me.
I enjoyed the Lego Star Wars series.
Yeah, I would
Or
say.
Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
I would say Batman, but that's just me.
I'd have to say Lego Avengers.
That one was fun too.
Yeah.
You know what they need to remake? And I was going to bring this up during the 64 conversation. One of my favorite all-time games for Nintendo 64, aside from Star Fox, was Rogue Squadron. They need to remake Rogue Squadron. That would be so fun. Go. If you gotta go to the bathroom, go. You said you had to go to the bathroom. Go. It's not like we're going to cut and take a break with maybe, 20 minutes left?
Yeah.
I'm
He said it's not like you have to crawl over a whole lot. He's missing a ball.
going to throw my cup at you.
Well, it's not that.
It's
He
her
always makes me move when he wants to get up and do shit, and he never does it for me.
I just say, excuse me. I don't just look at you like you're an idiot. I say, excuse me.
You are kind of an idiot.
Man,
Yeah, everyone that I was.
Sasha said KOTOR. King
Which
of the
one?
Ring.
Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah.
Or Knights of the Old Republic, yeah.
What did you call it?
King of the Ring. That was a fighting game I remembered from 64. My bad. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic.
KOTOR.
There's a remaster of what? Rogue Squadron? Okay, no. I gotta fact check your ass on this one.
Who?
Sasha said there's a remastered version of Rogue Squadron on PS4.
Interesting.
Why haven't I bought it yet? That would be my main question there.
I'd like to see them do a remake of Bounty Hunter.
Ooh, that'd be fun too.
That's one where you actually played the game as Boba Fett.
I liked Manhunter.
Manhunt.
Was it just Manhunt?
Yeah, Manhunt. That game was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If that one got like a full-blown remake for the newer consoles, dude, that game would be so intense.
I remember fucking playing that game and you're like, plastic bag, that's what's up.
Yep. Or like just the screwdriver sneaking up behind him.
Boop, 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 boop.
That game was fucking crazy. So what about you guys? Let's go Gen 2. PlayStation 2, original Xbox, GameCube, or Dreamcast. What was your favorite console and why?
We're doing what?
Generation 2 consoles.
Oh,
See,
God damn it, Vinny. He said I'd be careful challenging her. You don't have any more balls than she does.
Yes. Yes.
God damn it. So we're talking Gen 2
Yeah.
games or consoles?
Console. Which one is your favorite and why?
So I really, 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 really like the PS2 because of the Metal Gear and Final Fantasy series and Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo was one of my favorite games on that. Twisted Metal, definitely.
Oh,
was
Twisted
Yeah.
Metal. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
But still, nothing beat the Xbox when it came to me playing Halo and me playing Dungeons and Dragons and
Okay, but you have to pick one.
I'm picking Xbox on that one. That
Okay.
was my favorite system of the two. While the PlayStation had more titles, and it really did, it had a lot more titles. Xbox games had more replay value to me than PlayStation 2.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. What about you?
Well, I've always had PlayStation. Like, I think this is the first time I've ever had an Xbox. Well, I had the original Xbox, but
That's the
since
one.
then,
So, kind of PlayStation 2 just by default.
yeah, pretty much.
What about you?
What?
PlayStation 2 or original Xbox? Which one did you enjoy games more on?
PlayStation 2.
Why?
To me, I mean, Xbox it was great and all, but I would probably say the features on some of the games on PlayStation were a lot better than Xbox.
I'll give you that.
What I did love about the original Xbox was being able to like put your music onto the Xbox and then play
That's
that
what I
while
was
you're
waiting
playing the
for.
game.
That's what I was waiting for. The custom soundtrack.
And you could do that. There was a game that came out for the original Xbox called WWF Raw. And that's
Mhm.
only name it was. And you can create your character and its intro, and in the background you can put any music as long
Yeah.
as you had it on your Xbox as your intro. And I thought that was the coolest shit ever when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
Well, shit, man. Listening to your music during, like, because I mean, no other console did that. But like being able to save your music to your console and then you're playing Halo or whatever.
It's the same way we do it now, but
Yeah.
But see, that was the thing. Even with Halo, I never played my music because their music was just so there.
That's
well,
true.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I mean, playing any game and being able to jam to your own music while you're playing the game and still hear like the in-game chatter and sound effects and stuff like that.
yeah.
I mean that completely changed the game.
Mortimer said original Xbox. My parents bought it when it first came out, but had the best graphics at the time. Vinny
Yeah.
said, "Dude, Fusion Frenzy, totally not a Mario Party game for the Xbox."
Yeah.
And then Mortimer said, "Jet Set Radio and
Mhm.
bulky as a controller."
Oh, Jet Set Radio was good.
Okay, the controller. It's interesting that you bring this up because we've actually talked about this on the show. I think that you were with us. Do you remember the original Xbox
Yeah,
controller?
because they remade it for the one.
Yeah. This thing was like this big, and it was fucking hideous.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first release, like the next year, they reworked it some for the
So it'd
buttons.
be more like the PlayStation.
No. Oh, God, no.
No, it's still got that.
It was
angle.
still like massively
Yeah.
and hideous. They just changed the alignment on the buttons because originally it was XY, what was it? XYBA, and then you had black and white. So you had all six running down. When they did the rework, it was your 4, and then you had black and white. So they went horizontal upwards. Really, that was the only work. Like they changed some of the ergonomics of it, but
Vinny
not
said,
much.
"Yeah, the black and white buttons."
Yep.
Back in the day.
But God, dude, that controller was fucking massive.
Yeah, it
Absolutely
was huge.
massive.
And they remade it for the Xbox One as a throwback. It was a
Yeah.
release for it.
Yeah, and it was still just as fucking hideous.
Remember we used to be tied down to our consoles?
Yep.
We all had wires.
Yep, and the worst part was like if you had a younger sibling and they ran in front of it, either
Take the whole system
yeah,
down.
either the controller shot out of your hand or the console hit the floor. In which case, everybody freaked out.
I remember that. And when they made the wireless, yeah.
Yeah, because I
Who
think
came out with wireless first?
Mad Catz came out originally.
yeah, but I think they dropped it at the same time for PS2 and Xbox.
Those were both of them.
Yeah, because you had the controller, and then that took batteries, and then you had the wireless adapter that would plug into your console.
And Mad Catz came out with it before the console.
Oh, yeah.
Mainstream came.
I
out
will
with
say-
the original.
PlayStation 2 was the first one that I ever saw that had, it was like 52 memory cards in one. It looked like a regular memory card with a digital reading on top of it, and 2 buttons. And you would plug it in and then press to like memory card like 10. And it would act as a fresh memory card.
I don't remember that.
Then
Yeah.
I said Nintendo. Of the second gen Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Dude, Super Nintendo was great.
Nintendo was great.
Yeah.
Nintendo was great.
Because, I mean,
They still are. I mean, they had a little setback with the original Wii, and then they redid it with the Wii U.
see, I've had that discussion with a lot of people. I don't believe that they fucked up with the Wii. I think that it was...
Ahead of its time.
Yeah, I think that it was too far ahead of its time. And then with the Wii U, they tried to correct it, but it just, people weren't ready for it. And now that motion controlling is now more of a thing, like, the Switch has just perfected it. My only argument is, I think where Nintendo messed up was that they stopped allowing more, how do I put it? More, I guess, adult-oriented games coming out.
Yeah.
Because like they just completely walked away from like anything with any kind of.
So am
like,
I. Sorry.
Brittany said she's hungry.
Ah.
Brittany joined.
Like
Popcorn?
they completely nice. Like they just completely refused any game with like any kind of gratuitous violence or blood or anything like that. And like I get it, like they're trying to uphold that image of being like family friendly.
Yeah.
But now with the Switch, like they're letting those games back in. And I mean, even though the system's come out years, like it's still selling just as fast as it was.
See, what I feel about that is more like they know that they got us hooked when we were like 5, 6 years old. So now it's like, okay, all those people that we got when they were 6, they're like 30 now.
Yeah.
So they have to step their game up for us.
Or
True.
they'll lose us as customers and stick. Well, not technically as customers, because no matter what, as long as they keep putting out Pokemon, Super Smash Brothers, and
Zelda
games,
and Mario.
and hell, even Star Fox is making its return.
Yeah.
So as long as they keep putting those out, I'm biting, because I can't wait to get a Switch, because I'm gonna fucking get Pokemon.
Yeah, but it's, I still think it's one of those things. Like, for the Wii, yeah, it had some okay games on it. The Wii U had like Bayonetta 2. Like that was an instant selling point for me.
Benny said technically Atari had the first wireless controller. I think GameCube had a close second.
Interesting.
Mm.
Atari win.
Which Atari? Because there were a couple of different Atari systems. And that's I'm gonna have to check on that because that's really interesting
Okay.
actually.
What about actual arcade games? You guys all remember those, right?
Oh,
Rampage.
What a quarter
Rampage.
Or Time Crisis. Time Crisis was so
Time
fun.
Crisis was badass.
And then they came out with that Jurassic Park one where you sat down and pretended to be
Yeah.
the Jeep and had to shoot the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That was fun
like
too.
for me, hands down, it's always going to be Street Fighter 2
Yeah.
because that is what solidified like just my absolute love for Street Fighter. Probably one of the coolest games I've ever played. Well, there's 2 of them. One of them is when I used to work for Main Event. We had a jet fighting game. and you crawled into what looked like a giant pod. But there were 2 projectors.
Oh, I remember that shit. Fucking Afterburner.
Yeah, and it actually wrapped
Afterburner
all the way
Afterburner?
around, something like that. But it wrapped all the way around you.
Yeah.
That one, or again at main event, we had a machine. It kind of set up like the Jurassic Park one, but like you crawled into a booth, you closed the curtain, and then you had to put these straps on your wrists, and it measured your pulse. So like as you were going through, it would throw random things to see like what got your pulse racing faster, and then it would start throwing more things oriented like that to increase your pulse rate.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
My favorite was fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles in Time. All fucking day.
Vinny said it was the Atari 2600 and it was the Atari CX42 joysticks.
What color, what size you want?
Ooh, that's a good point. The 2600 had a lot of really, really cool things.
And Brittany just put dildos. That's all she put in the chat. Dildos.
The conversation's fixing to
Yeah.
go right back up.
She's like, all right, you guys are actually talking about games.
So real quick, to Vinny.
Dildos.
Sure. The creator of Atari had a rule that he ran his company by. I want to see if you know what that rule was. His consoles followed it, his games followed it, and it was one very specific rule. I want to see if you know what it is, without looking it up.
Be affordable.
No.
Fucking Kate.
No, it was 2 lines.
Oh god. There's an entire conversation about dildos going on in the chat right now.
Kind
Well,
of. I did a chat.
Well,
setup
it
on
would
the
be
stream.
great, or it would be
Kinda
fucking
glad the chat's not on the
hilarious.
stream.
It would be fucking hilarious if Vinny put his input in this to see what he would say
Oh, I'm sure he
about
will.
this.
Oh,
I
I'm
bet
sure
he's
he will.
thinking of something. Because while you were talking, I asked Brittany, I said, what color and what size? Kate goes big and black. And
Bash as you beat.
Brittany goes the creator of dildos.
Imagine doing that for a living, just creating dildos.
Do you know how much they make?
That'd be
honestly?
a weird job, though.
I'm surprised you've looked this up and you know the answer.
They make between $16 and $19 an hour.
Just to stand there and hand them dicks.
Was that not just offhand? Like, she already had that set up?
Okay, but to be fair, coming from a woman, it's appropriate. Now, if this jabron was like, oh yeah, they make this much a year,
No.
this much,
I don't even
an
look
hour.
at that.
It's all about getting the veins right, man.
right?
Oh.
Don't. I'm trying to stop you from digging that hole.
No,
No,
let them.
I was
He
saying
wants
there was a
to
story
dig.
about someone I knew
He's
that worked
like
at
a
Amazon.
sandbucket.
Oh, I was gonna say, help me help you.
No, there was a story about someone who worked at Amazon that I knew, and they said their job was they were supposed to package and wrap the adult section of the
Novelties.
the
Kate, I
lollies.
don't want to know that.
Wait, I want to know that.
Damn.
What Kate say?
She said, "LOL, like bigger than my nigga Jason."
A game should be easy to learn but difficult to master. That's Vinny's answer to Atari.
Close. His motto was less rules, more fun. The reason that he followed that was because he believed, much like what you were saying,
I'll answer this one.
that his games should
Wrap
Not
this up
only-
quickly.
should not only capture the player's attention, but make it easy for them to learn how to play it so that they can enjoy playing it for more time. But really, really good guess, actually. Really
Just
good
show the
guess.
chat real quick for them.
To answer y'all,
Oh God.
I
well,
couldn't imagine being that person.
for you two, I figure y'all would go for more of the bigger ones rather than the normal sized ones. And personally, I think y'all would probably hijack some of them and take them home just to keep them for yourselves. I personally think that they would if they
Okay.
worked at a dildo
I
factory.
need context over here, people.
Well, they asked Yeah, just.
No, I want her to explain.
Read it out loud. I mean, everybody else can see it.
Well, my friend Brittany says, imagine having to test each dildo out on yourself. And Kate goes, that would be a lit-ass job. And then I just explained that they would probably pick the bigger ones and probably take a couple of them home.
And Kate just said most deaf.
Yeah, and Kate agreed with me. Like, I figured, because hers broke. Nice, just put it out there. Yes, like Sebastian, about his one. Just put it out there.
It's the chosen one.
And then there was one.
One ball to rule them all.
Overusage.
One
ball to find them.
Vinny goes, how the fuck did it break?
He's asking Kate how.
Yeah, like.
Let's wait for this answer.
Oh, I'm definitely waiting for this.
Using it too much, and Brittany goes. Kate said using it too much. That's her answer.
I mean,
which I could have told you. Brittany goes, fuck yeah, are you kidding me? I need some more girl, like.
On some real shit.
On some real shit. I don't know what those abbreviations are.
OSRS is on some real shit. And then
Vinny said, are you sure you're using it correctly?
Yeah, because I mean, if somebody says, hey, my dildo broke, it's like, what are you fucking breaking mailboxes with it? Like, and if it's from overuse, like, woman, put the toy down!
And then she walks out of the store like she just rode a horse.
Right? Well, howdy, partner. Like, put the toy down, get some fresh air and some sunlight, for God's sake.
Kate said yes, just used it till it died. Vinny said OSRS, old school RuneScape? Question. See, I never would have got what that abbreviation was for either. Because my mind went to the same thing, went to RuneScape, because I used to play the shit out of that as a kid.
I just like how y'all were talking about gaming. Brittany comes in and she goes,
right.
dildos.
Right, it's like we finally got back to
respectable. Lit up the fucking...
And then just...
But you gotta admit, if Brittany or Vinny gets in the chat, you know it's just either gonna go uphill or down.
But see, at least with Vinny, we could have the full-blown conversation of video games and consoles. That just bores the other half.
Yeah, then all of a sudden we have people talking about how they broke a dildo. Like,
welcome to the group. He said on some real shit.
That's actually kind of terrifying. Like,
I mean, to break it, I'm sure you have to go home, take it home, and then put it like on the highest fucking power you can get it up to, and then just go to town.
Kate's response was, niggas can't do the job. Don't say it. Don't.
No, say it.
Oh, this is where we need to
I can comment on this one. Some of them
it's
can't.
up there. Don't get.
Look, his little sand bucket and his little shovel, and he's doing this.
Okay, real quick. You need to find a real man if none of these kids can fucking do the job for you. Secondly, if it's a vibrator, you're masturbating, not landscaping. Calm your tits. Thirdly, for those of you keeping track, take a step out of the room, drink some electrolytes. It's what plants need. Get some sunlight. Vitamin C does the body good, just like milk. Put the toys down. Act like you're an adult, not like you're 5. You don't need your toys all the time. Moving on.
And Bill said, at Brand, no, I'm playing around. And Brittany said, because we got to get back to business, boys. Vinny said, Carrie, you just haven't found the right one yet. And Carrie said, nope, sure haven't. Brittany said, Kate, get yourself a back massager. They're amazing, LO, and hard to break. Or just a drill and put a bit on it.
Right. Just go to Home Depot, get a Sawzall.
Pick up a Mexican guy in the morning.
Vinny said electrolytes is what your body craves.
Yep.
And now we got just a bunch of laughing faces going on in the chat now.
And this is where we have descended.
Because
and
of
I think
Brittany.
This is where we need to draw this. Where it's just going to keep getting deeper and deeper.
No. Well, apparently one of them's gone deep enough. They fucking broke it. I'm sorry, but I mean, if you're hitting the back of your teeth, you need to calm the fuck down. It's not a reverse toothbrush.
Then he said electrolytes. It's what your body craves.
Did you just coin a new phrase?
Apparently.
There we go.
Brittany said, "Yes, I do. Don't tell me what I don't need."
I'm not
You
even
need
walking.
Jesus in your life. That's what you need.
I'm not even walking away from that. I'm running at full speed. Just 50 pounds of fuck no in a 5-pound bag.
I don't think she went deep enough, is what Penny said.
It's like the episode off of SpongeBob. I need it. That's what Brittany said.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
So, we were talking about video game consoles and then dildos.
But I bet, I'm sorry, but Kate or Brittany, either one of y'all, I really don't care who this goes to, but when y'all went home, were y'all being SpongeBob and saying, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, every time you went to reach for that dildo, like, for how often you used it?
Maybe we could just find a guy with Parkinson's.
That would work.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's why I sent John a message, too. I sent you a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
So what else is on the docket?
What do you think I named it? Because Jesus is always in my house.
Wow.
And there it is. The peak for the show.
No,
Or we
between
gave
that
it
one
the
and the
title.
Holocaust jokes.
I know what we can, we can name
When she wants it balls deep, she means eyeballs deep.
Or she needs one ball deep.
Ooh.
See?
Would it,
See, even that shortens the sentence because you're losing a letter.
It's more efficient.
Yeah. Time saving.
The look, Mortimer put an emoji in here like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. This is why we need you here.
Yeah.
Like,
Regulate it.
No, it would
No.
just make it worse.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
see, like Mortimer's being like nice on the chat. No, you get him going. You think we're going downhill now?
Oh, good God.
Mortimer, he's probably just sitting there like, I'm gonna just stay out of this one. I'm not even gonna open it.
No, because Mortimer's.
Nah, you get a couple Mickeys in him.
Oh yeah, because Mortimer Smith is one of those like he'll start that conversation just right, and then he'll just watch it spiral out of control, and just enjoy watching.
He'll just sit back going.
Yeah, you're like, I did that.
Yep. Love you, Brian. Miss you.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Join us again.
Did
So
you
what
really
the fuck
just
were we
hold
originally
on,
talking about?
Did you really just try to close a window that's already closed?
It's not closed. It's not. It's stuck on the metal. They actually have to pull this damn thing to fucking finish it.
Well, you have to lift the latch.
Well, it's fine where it's at now. It was something like this far over.
Wasn't it right
I
there
can't
when you
believe-
started fucking
No.
with it? Okay.
I can't believe from one word, it went from to.
Wait, you
Yeah.
can't believe that? You should believe that by now.
Well, yes, I believe it because it's fucking Britney, but
That's also our audience.
There was that.
If you're watching us, it's, yeah, totally. Just
Favorite
throw in a
zombie
random
game.
word and we'll fucking go off
What?
on it for 20 minutes.
Favorite zombie game.
Benny said, tune in next time when we enter the seventh circle of hell.
Oh no, buddy! Next week is a 6th.
And it's John making an MRE again.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. I feel like I should be training at this point,
You got few to practice on.
right? Or better yet, I'll just
I'm so
just do one
confused.
now.
no,
Come on.
No.
Come on.
nope. Thursday.
We'll leave it up to Todd.
No, Thursday.
We'll leave it up to Todd.
So I said favorite zombie games.
Dead or alive.
That's not a zombie game.
It's a fighting game.
No, what's House of the Dead?
House of the Dead was a zombie.
House of the Dead.
No, Thursday.
What, are we gonna try to end the stream with him making a freaking MRE?
Keep in mind, if you roll the dice, you're the one making it.
I'm not doing that. I will fuck it up, and I know I will.
I say Ash rolls it, and then she gets to pick either you or you.
I'm not doing it until Thursday.
Yeah, that's the agreement.
Lame.
Thursday's MRE day.
Oh, it would be hilarious to have Brittany and Kate and Vinny in on that session.
While we're making MREs.
While y'all are making the
Well,
MRE.
technically, Thursday MRE day would probably end up being like Friday morning MRE day.
Yeah, because it'll be at like 12.
Depending on how long it takes John to remember to
But yeah, don't forget our schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
10:30-ish. Big on the ish, too.
Well, no. Normally we've been pretty good, except for today because we had to finish hanging the TV.
Which you guys can't see, but we're still going to point at.
Yeah. Right there.
Like the big black D that's right there.
He's the
And the
only
white
one
balls.
that sees the big black D. I swear to God, there's no big black D over there.
I will pick that camera up and turn
You
it
see a
to
big
it.
black D? I don't see a
No.
big black D.
Hey, I'm just happy to be here, guys. Mortimer said Doom, Resident Evil 7.
Oh, that was the VR one, no?
Yeah. Well, you can play it either on the TV or VR.
That VR version of it was fucked up, though.
As much as I love the Resident Evil series, I thought 7 Days to Die was just way more fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Watching y'all play Evil Within.
I didn't really count that as a zombie game, though. It was more of a demon possession
Yeah.
styled. But Evil Within was
Or-
fucking creepy.
What was it? 7 days?
Resident Evil 7 was the other one we played.
7 was that movie that
Sorry,
Morgan
I'm using the
Freeman
PlayStation.
Totally.
If you keep saying Big Black D, you're gonna excite some of the viewers again. But there is one on the wall.
Honestly, I'd have to say Left 4 Dead. The first one, not the second one.
I never enjoyed the Left 4 Dead games. I didn't think they were that fun.
Well, that's one of those games, like, playing it solo was fucking terrible.
Mm.
Those or,
Big Black Dick. Big Black Dick. Big PC. That's what's in the chat right now.
would you count Silent Hill?
Technically, yeah, because there are some zombies in it.
Yeah, but some.
It's not a full-base zombie game, but it
Yeah.
is surviving them and trying to survive the demons from hell that arise with it.
No.
But nah, 7 Days to Die was just way too fun for what it should
Vinny
have been.
goes left for dick.
Left
Because
for-
Kate goes left for dead. Vinny goes
Same.
left for dick.
Nice.
That's how she broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But see, like, I love the game like Ark and Conan's Exiles. Conan Exiles. That one.
I don't think I've ever heard him laugh this hard.
And since 7 Days to Die is pretty much the same damn game. But
It's like he doesn't hear himself talking.
I'm ignoring the other subject.
Do you listen to yourself when you speak, or no?
Do you listen to yourself when you speak? Everyone listens to yourself when they speak.
Cummins and dead Cummins, coming on deads.
But since it's a game, just like, I'm ignoring this subject now.
Just moving on.
I grabbed my metaphorical shit and got my ass at it.
He just grabbed
Wait.
himself just right in the ball.
Wait,
And just,
you're not gonna break him either, right? Because Kate said on some real shit, probably when this dude gets off work, and I was like, you're not gonna break him either, are you? Since she broke her dildo.
Personal experience, that shit hurts.
That makes me cringe.
Oh no, it's horrible. Yeah, no.
Anyway, I tried to get back to the video game subject, but this ain't working. It's just going.
Brittany said the word that triggered both of them, so you're gonna hear it for the next hour or so.
That's what I said. If we choose not to read the comment that you post, that means we didn't care about it. We chose to skip that section.
Actually, let me actually see the time.
It's 1:30.
Yeah, we've been on here for 2.5. Roughly. Even with the little cut and restart we had to do.
Oh shit, everybody's still on. Fuck it. I'm up.
2:15.
I'm still good.
Yeah.
Are you reading what Brittany said?
Nope. Read what Vinny said.
Oh.
Not as bad as that not as bad as popping a ball. No, that shit was some serious pain, bro. And then you black out.
So bad it stunted his growth. That's why he has woman hands.
That was your comeback to that.
Right? I was like, ooh. You know what? I'm so unprepared for that. I'm just gonna blow raspberry. Take that, stupid.
That was stupid.
I don't have one ball. You have one ball.
Right? Your mom has one ball.
More
In her mouth.
Sadly, that was the best one up here.
So which one was it, left or right?
Left.
Right?
Left.
Right.
It's always the left. Well, not for you.
That's why it's never
Yeah.
right.
Indeed.
Sky 5 on that one.
You're right.
I hope the kids are asleep when we get done with this. But I bet not.
So does that make it worse when you get sack tapped?
I'm not getting into this conversation.
Oh, no.
Oh no, we are far beyond the boundaries.
Like,
of this
just
conversation.
put on your fucking...
To be fair, no. I can actually take a full-on kick in the crotch now and keep trucking. We're not trying that, by
Yeah.
the way.
Right? Did that not sound like a fucking challenge
We
about to
have to
happen?
try
We
this.
are not trying
Why?
this. Because
Why?
it still hurts.
You just said that you could.
But it still hurts. It just doesn't make me cry and fall to the ground.
Vinny,
I'm okay with this.
But
Vinny goes, but no, it's not the full one. Just go.
Mortimer said, I'm studying and y'all are helping me stay awake, so he's down for us to be on here longer.
Please let me kick you in the nut.
No. God damn it. We're not doing this as a challenge. I'm sorry.
Why?
Can we call it a sack tap?
I mean, technically it's still a sack. It's
It's
just
still
not
a
full.
sack down there. Oh, God. I'd pay to see it. That's what it
Technically, wouldn't that be like a fucking sling? I mean, it's like all you're missing is a stick. Just
The good old beanbag isn't exactly full. That's what Vinny said.
We're not doing a challenge of kicking you in the sack.
Why?
It's not going to drop me.
Why?
It's still going to hurt, especially coming from you.
So you said
I'm not the one
I
getting
can-
kicked in the ball.
right. You said I can get kicked in the nuts and just keep on trucking. It's not gonna bother me. Let's test this. I will gladly move all the equipment backwards just to kick you in the sack
We're not testing this.
or the sad beanbag or
I
whatever
do not
you call
consent
it.
to this.
Your compliance is not a factor.
Thank
My
you.
client's a full factor.
Like you tell me, your compliance is not a factor.
I'm like, that's 75% of the room voting for yes.
Yeah, majority rules.
Majority does not rule in this case. I'm being a dictator.
You can't be a. You know what?
I can, because I
I was
still
like,
have
I'll let that go.
I still have that, so yes, I can. Bye, phone. My phone died.
Oh, we're hilarious.
We
Indeed.
try.
We really don't. That's
No,
the sad
that's
part.
the sad part. It just comes out naturally.
Well, not
Yeah,
for
we
you.
talked about this, about mounting cameras in the van just for fucking random ass conversations.
But see, now I have my fucking the portable camera fully charged. That thing is going with us everywhere.
You could also go live on your phone.
Indeed.
Ooh, that would be fun tonight when we go grocery shopping.
Wait, we're going grocery shopping still?
Ooh,
That's a thing.
I'm so down with that.
That was the plan when he got the card.
I'm down there.
Well, then we have to end the show.
Well,
Yeah, now we're gonna have sad viewers. Especially the ones staying awake, trying to study.
and Vinny
Well, I mean, we could go live again
at the grocery store.
Oh god, that would be too interesting to see.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Because I would definitely take y'all to the women's department and Vinny and more.
Well, Walmart does sell vibrators and dildos now. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
It's right there next to the condoms.
That's so weird that you can use that offhand.
Because it's right next to the condoms. And the pregnancy test.
What's a condom? I have 5.
And
thing
that's
that
why you have
nobody-
5 kids from 6 different women.
Wait, how can you have 5 kids from 6 different women?
Oh, trust me, it's a thing with him.
I do not know if she had any more babies.
We haven't been in there in 2 hours. Speaking of, someone should probably go check on the cat. I will do that. Here. You want batteries too?
Yes.
Okay.
Shit, grab my other monster.
Oh, I'm not your errand boy.
You should probably get your charger for your phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my charger too. I don't know, is that surge protector gonna be any good with all the shit that went inside of it? Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry for the break. I think that Bash really left room to go check half his manhood.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, yeah, it's still there. Right?
Right, he's still there.
Riley. Highlander.
There can only be one.
Right?
And for those who don't know, Bash takes a lot of dick in his ass. So.
No segueing into that.
No, no.
Maybe he went to go break a toy.
That's why he knows where the vibrator is.
Right?
Oh, it would be priceless when we went live at Walmart just to be like, if we do go over to that section, be like, so, is this the size you broke? Or is this the size you broke? Or did it look like this? Or was it this wide or this long or this big? Like, was it this color too?
I still want to kick him in the sack.
You don't have to do a full on kick. It's just a love tap.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
No.
say,
No.
you stand right there and
No,
wait for
he
it to come in.
personally told me it hurts worse just giving him a love tap than it does full on kicking him.
Well, I'm not going to love tap him. I'm not that close to him. I just want to kick him in the sack. And I'm wearing my work boots, so...
He did kind of issue the challenge.
Right?
I feel you have the right.
Thank you. And I know that you would love to see me kick him in the nutsack.
I'd sit there and eat popcorn. Okay.
Usually when you say nutsack,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
So
I thought about
Vinny-
that, but...
But
Vinny
there-
said, he was talking to Kay, and he said, you have about half the chance when it comes to Bash. And then Vinny goes, never mind, I thought we were talking about people, not animals. Kay goes, I already had that. Vinny goes, is that why the dildo broke Bash's iron rectum?
Well.
Vinny, you really need to make this drive, dude.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Like, I will make sure that there is a dedicated seat for you at the new desk.
Well, we will pick you up halfway or something.
Well, he will. I'll probably be working on this still.
Oh, Brittany's not in the chat anymore. Brittany, where'd you go? Bitch. See, one of the comment that made me laugh about Brittany is they were talking about the dildo. She goes, when he was talking, I don't know, I forgot what he was talking about. She says, oh, well, hello, coming on dicks. I'm interested now. Earlier.
I'm telling you, he doesn't listen to himself when he speaks.
Slightly comfortable with it. Let me kick you in the sack.
No.
Damn.
It's still not happening.
One of these days, I'm just gonna catch him by surprise. Just hi-ya!
Since when does no mean no?
No, always no. Now
Well, you know.
Unless you yell surprise and cry.
Well, I'll cry in laughter.
I had to say surprise right before.
Do you want to switch?
Switch what?
For another set.
Sure. Update.
See, this
no
is how
new
you know
kids.
you've never told him this story.
No, she was asleep and the babies were asleep on her. Goku's asleep on your bed under your blanket.
Entitled to fuck.
Technically, wouldn't that consider him a pendulum?
Oh, what?
Pendulum.
Vengeance? Why?
I mean, why?
Because it hangs and swings left to right.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Goku still.
No! I don't fucking give a shit about the cat.
Well, he's in my bed, so I
Yes.
was a little concerned.
Your bed.
He's asleep under your blanket. I couldn't find him, and then I said his name, and he pops his head out from under your blanket. Like, yes? Fucking cat.
Bash is like, Goku! He's like, what's up, nigga?
Pretty fucking much. You just
What
look
up,
at me.
football?
Uniball. Oh, this is never going away.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Oh, neither do we. Not even a little bit. See, now I'm gonna have to keep that camera recorded. Because one day he's gonna fucking like walk into the kitchen or something, just ah! Either I'm gonna kick him in the knee because he's got fast reflexes, or I'm gonna kick him in the sack. Either way, he's hitting the floor.
Benny says, still talking about Chaotix goodie bag, huh?
Is it though?
Like a
Damn it, now I want a chocolate.
okay, and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. He says like a pendulum. It swings
Pendulum.
from left to right.
Pendulum.
I already said that. You guys are behind. Good program.
Gotta own that shit, man.
Trust me, there's not much you can say about it that I haven't heard.
Oh, I swear to God, you were gonna say there's not much you can own about that. It's like.
Like that one meme.
Her reactions
Where-
are the best.
You know where that lady is like, go to Chick-fil-A, get Chick-fil-A and take it home, and she's like, and
I'm lost as fuck right now.
there's a meme of a
So it's
lady.
new.
There's a meme on Facebook where it's the same lady, but she has two different reactions. But one of them, they're both like this, and it's just two different captions. Like, should I, just some stupid shit. Like, should I be, or should I go do this, or would I rather do this? Pretty much is what her reactions are.
What does that have to do with the pendulum?
You
You
said something about my reaction because you said her reaction is.
It's just every time we bring up the one ball joke, like, you're over there just trying not to say anything, but you can totally tell
Yeah.
that you have something to say, you just don't want to.
No, because I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
To who?
I was about to say what?
Myself.
Since when?
Right? Where is this person?
Damn it, I want chocolate.
Benny said it was her reaction
To trying kombucha.
for the first time. Didn't trust it at first. Then it was nicely surprised.
So we should go to Walmart.
What shit you want to call it?
I'm taking votes here. Who's ready for bed?
No, I'm good, man.
I said just take a vote from the chat. Should we call it or should we keep going? We'll chat decide this one. Do we make a 3 a.m. Walmart run or do we get to go
Well,
down?
no, because I still have to upload the video, and if the video is too large,
You have to go back in.
Yeah, then I have to actually edit, and I really don't want to do that.
Didn't we say the cutoff was like 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
No, we still got what, an hour?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't even know, honestly.
What are y'all looking at me for? Like I'm y'all's mother. Like I'm gonna make y'all's decisions for y'all.
She has one more y'all in there.
Yeah.
Y'all suck.
It ends when the MRE is fully cooked. Well, then our last stream should have never ended.
It's like the never-ending story.
But fortunately for that, Vinny was like, you can put the meat in.
Yeah.
Because if not, it would have just been like,
We're waiting for the
Right.
MRE to
I
cook.
why
think
is this meat
broken.
cooking? Because it's over there on the
Right.
table.
It's in one of the packs you threw across the floor.
Oops.
Yeah, right? Hey, I still think I got it right. I got the dessert in there.
More and more set up to y'all.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it.
Think so? I mean, yeah, because we started to go to the store.
Yeah.
This
That
is
was it.
gonna be fun. In a Deadpool voice.
Well,
So,
time for the outro.
so I guess we're going to call it here, guys. As always, don't
Wow. Kate
God
said,
damn.
I'm leaving. Y'all have fun. I got someone to go do.
Don't break it.
Yeah.
Have fun. I believe.
Oh.
So yeah, we're just gonna call it here, guys. As always, thanks for joining us,
Vinny said, tell him I said good luck.
and be careful.
Electrolytes.
You might want to just go ahead and just wrap it a lot so it stays like firm. Can't break it if you cut off, push all the pressure up to it.
Anywho.
Back to the outro.
Tune in Thursday
We're
for
gonna
what's
do the same
next.
Stupid shit.
Oh my god. Alright, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna call it here.
Yeah.
As always, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoy our content.
I think at this point there's
we-
no reason they couldn't.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're watching us, you
You
Yeah.
obviously have the
Yeah.
same mindset we do.
Yeah.
which is awesome because you know you're the type of people that we actually love, not like all those other houses out there. So
I'm almost positive he missed.
as always,
that on purpose.
I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Blue. No damn me on pretty much anything. Be good humans.
Yeah. Iron Business 01. Hit me up on the Facebook or Twitter.
The Facebook.
Akali, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Chaotic Bash, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
I like how he's always so quick to sign off.
Well,
I wonder if that quickness.
I don't know, Vinny. Real quick, I'm gonna touch that subject before
I
we
was
end
like,
the
I know
recording.
you have it going.
Yeah.
But Vinny said, Kate said, "Will do." When everyone said, "Have fun," he said, "Make goo choices," and then replaced it with "good" real quick. No, goo makes a good sense.
Makes
Yeah.
a good sense. It makes a good sense.
It makes good.
Coming from the Facebook guy.
Alright, Uniball.
Cue ball.
No, I think technically you're the one. No, isn't the yellow one the one?
Yeah.
Chosen one. Alright, guys. Good night.
We love you guys. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Bye.